mission to take a lunch, a filling one, with chunky soup. Heads up.
Mission accepted.
17 grams of protein in this can. Intern. Oh, you're the CEO now.
All right.
With chunky soup, lunchtime is your halftime.
I remember you saying, I won't forget the life checks.
Who talks like that?
You apparently.
Can we watch the replay?
I would love it.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Wow, that is embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit.
To game day final, Mercedes-Benz post-game. We had some drama in Munich. Didn't expect to see Tom Brady throw a pick late in the game, but that's exactly what that was. And it led Geno Smith and Seattle for an opportunity to get themselves back in this game, potentially win it. And you said Marquise Goodwin?
More on the matter.
You know, guys, I played in the National Football League for 5 years. I went on to become an assistant coach right from playing the coach, and I was assistant coach for 7 years. Blessed to be able to go to Pittsburgh and be a head coach at the age of 34 for 15 years. I'm speaking on behalf of the coaching profession. I know for a fact that Jeff Saturday was offered an opportunity to become an assistant coach with the Indianapolis Colts multiple times in the last 4 years. He declined, citing that he had a TD job and wanted to spend more time with his family. I get it.
That's fair.
I get it. Coaching is about commitment and it's about sacrifice. It's not just a job, it's a lifestyle. That being said, Jeff Saturday has taken a position this year as a consultant for the Indianapolis Colts. And he's talked to them weekly from his home in Atlanta.
Wow.
Now Indianapolis Colts, overseeing a staff that he chose not to choose.
Not to join.
Because of a lifestyle. Jeff Saturday talked about in his first press conference the fact that he's going to use his second half as an opportunity to build his resume, to see whether or not he can coach in the future. I say to that, what about the assistants on the staff right now? The guys that were there in training camp, the guys that were there early in the morning and late at night, the guys that have gone through the first 6 weeks in that building, guys like Gus Bradley, Scotty Montgomery, John Fox. Don't they deserve the opportunity for an owner to hire a coach who's never been an assistant at the college level or the pro level and overseeing a lot of candidates that are qualified for that job, as we see in Steve Wilks, an opportunity to build a resume? It's a disgrace to the coaching profession. And regardless how this thing plays out, what happened in Indianapolis is a travesty.
You know, well said, Coach, and I think we can all agree with you. Now, Frank is a very dear friend of mine, my college roommate, so you all know that I have intimate knowledge about things that went on there. And all I can tell you is that you will never hear a negative word ever out of Frank Reich's mouth. All he told me this week is that he was really disappointed that he was unable to deliver a championship for Jim Irsay, that he does truly respect Chris Ballard as his GM, and that all I can take from all of this is that this is all owner-driven. It's ownership-driven 100%, all the way back to, I think, not allowing Carson Wentz to stay there another year, which I thought would have made a lot more sense than changing a quarterback again in Frank's 5th year. But I can tell you, talking to Frank, he's in a good spot. He and his wife Lynn be able to join the human race here for a little bit because he deserves it and they deserve it. And I know that he'll be back on the sideline before too long.
Coach, I think we all echo the words you said. Really well said. I think most of us feel all those things are correct, or that's how we feel. You know, I'm still trying to get over, and I look at the Indianapolis Colts, the fact that they benched Matt Ryan 3-3-1. What was the urgency? You probably could have won one of these games, but that's just one thing. For Jeff Saturday, you know, takes courage to be in that position.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another word for it, to take that head job. I talked to an ex-head coach the other night. He was an assistant for 20 years in the NFL. He finally got his chance to be a head coach, and he says nothing can prepare you for the job until you actually go through this. But, Bill, you said something that was correct. Jeff Saturday has two guys that he can really rely on, that coaching staff, if he needs their help. That's Gus Bradley and John Fox, both successful ex-coaches, and we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, let me just add something quickly. Gus Bradley is a great coach. John Fox is a great coach, obviously. But Frank Reich was a winner there. With the quarterbacks he had, Luck, Brissett, Rivers, Wentz, Ryan, and Ellinger, he went 40-33. So let's be very clear, he was winning. Now, from a player's perspective, when you see somebody getting hired from the outside in, even though Jeff Saturday might have a relationship with this squad, it's hard to swallow that. When you see coaches that you went through the grind with that are now sitting there and did not have an opportunity to be your head coach, there has to be confusion within that locker room, Dev.
Yeah, and I think you have probably the middle of the locker room, younger guys, some guys that are now finding their role. They're looking at the big dogs. They want to see.
At the vets.
Yes. What does Buckner do? What does Stephon Gilmore do? What does Kenny Moore, Nelson on the offensive line? What are these guys going to do? And that's what they're going to follow.
Because if a vet doesn't buy in,
I can't buy in. I'm doing whatever those veterans do. I came in that way. A lot of these players look up to veterans. They want to see the veteran response.
Another thing I would just add to this, and I'll just say one last thing. I just wish the NFL will take a look at this process in the offseason, because this, I'll never tell an owner, you can fire whoever you want to fire. That's your prerogative. That's your right. But we have seen coaches get these interim positions. And even in Indianapolis, when Chuck Pagano had to step down because of health, Bruce Arians got a chance to audition to become a head coach and has gone on to win a championship. We see Steve Wilkes right now with a second chance to get that.
Yep.
If you do decide it, make sure that you are mandated to pick a guy that's in the house and it's a full-time assistant. That, to me, is the fairest thing to do instead of bringing somebody from the outside coming in. And I'm telling you, that, to me, would just make it fair, because I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for anybody to become a head coach, and to bypass and go from studio and bypass the assistant coaching tree. It's not right.
This was your floor, and you absolutely deserved it and well spoken. I can think of a number of Jimmy Rays out there who are hurting, who I think absolutely deserve the opportunity. And the last thing I'll say, Boomer knows him better, but Frank Reich is one of the finest human beings you will ever meet.
No doubt.
All right, folks, and now we take you first on the field for the latest news and updates on your matchup, presented by FedEx. We're ready for the holidays.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you guys.
Hey, thanks, JB. Here in Hard Rock Stadium, we await and anticipate this midseason meeting between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Greg Gumbel along with Adam Archuleta. The Miami Dolphins, a streaky team, you could say that. They won 3, and they lost 3, and now they've won 3 behind Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, they're also one of the more exciting and explosive teams in the National Football League, and it's all because of this guy, the trigger man, the leading passer rating in the NFL. He has been red hot, Greg, in the last 2 weeks. Last week, 21 of 30, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's got a great chemistry with this guy, Tyreek Hill. He's the NFL's best. 5 100-yard games this year. He's even better than he was last year in Kansas City, and I don't think anybody has been able to find an answer for Tyreek Hill.
Now, how do the Browns go about stopping that air attack? For starters, they get a really good cornerback back in the lineup.
Great news. Denzel Ward out the last 3 games. He's a Pro Bowl cornerback with the speed and the skill. If they dare to play man-to-man to match up with Tyreek Hill, that ball has to come out fast. You also have the NFL's best, Myles Garrett. He is getting healthier, and he is also starting to heat up. 4.5 sacks in his last 3 games. He has to be a big factor in this game.
And just to make sure everything's fair today, each side gets a guy named Chubb.
Well, and they're pretty good players. If there's one thing you can count on week to week, it's Nick Chubb carrying the load here for the Browns. And again, his last 2 games, he has also been unstoppable. And the Dolphins are hoping that the new Dolphin, he's been here for 1 game, Bradley Chubb, he gives them the pass rush they desperately need on the edge.
We anticipate this one will be fun. Browns and Dolphins at the top.
I like it. I like it. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a good one here. Welcome into Hitchhiking Bones. I know my rights. Let's continue, everybody, to help us get those likes up. If you haven't hit it already, we always try to get to 100. 100 on the likes is our number of resource that we're trying to get to. Appreciate you being here today and hanging out with me. This is going to be a good game. Will it be the best of the board? I don't know. I can't say that, but I can say I expect it to compete for that. So we're at a commercial now. We'll listen into more pregame review and stuff like that in just a second. All of them are at commercial. Fox is at commercial. The Red Zone is doing something ridiculous. They're showing Fox and everything. Don't forget World Cup Soccer. FIFA World Cup is getting ready to come to our second channel starting next week. Next week, the 21st. Qatar. It's going to be great. Can't wait. I know nothing about soccer. Let's be honest. Hello, Paul Engel. Good to see you. FIFA World Cup. Qatar 2022. Paul hitting up the members-only emojis. That is a members-only option. A perk for being a member. I like those emojis today. I think they're pretty good. Krieger, welcome in.
Tomorrow, she's been a fugitive for 11 years. Where's my mom? A new NCIS Hawaii. Tomorrow on CBS.
Wait, no, I think it's just about over here. Ah, come on. Fox is back already. They're talking about FIFA. Let me hear what Fox is talking about. Let me hear Fox real quick talking about FIFA. Nope, they're already done. Hey, Debbie.
Bay where he won a Super Bowl. So the question is, how is he addressing all of this week?
Listen, I've talked to Mike several times this past week, and look, Mike tried to take the emotion out of the game earlier on this week because he wants it to be about the game, not about him returning. However, on Monday, he did address his team, and he gave them this quote: "Sometimes life takes you back to a place you've been before to show how much you've grown." Really resonated with a lot of those Dallas Cowboy players. And look, Mike told me he has to get 50 tickets for family and friends, which is certainly not the norm for a visiting coach. And while we have with the Dallas Cowboys, somebody's been associated with them, Odell Beckham Jr. Look, I told you last week that he was going to be cleared medically this past week. He was, in fact, cleared medically. So now teams wanted to bring him in this coming week. Odell wants to hold off on that, wants to take about 2 weeks to get himself back in football shape. Look for him to try and sign, perhaps, right after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so we can go 2 weeks without an Odell update.
But I gotta
That's
tell
what it
you,
means, okay?
The best way to get into football shape is to go practice with a football team. So he should sign right now.
One would think.
Just saying.
All right. Hey, I'm just saying, we've had a good time here at LUP.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, we had a good time here in Doha. We spent time out on the water in the Persian Gulf. This is a tradition.
All right, we're going to go back to the other channel here.
You're talking about a group of receivers with receiving yards right here on pace to have the most in the history in the Super Bowl era. Phil, you did an eye vision on these guys. What makes them so special?
Man, the talent, the scheme, everything involved. When you play this offense, you got to change what you do on defense. There's some great examples of that when you watch it. The Dolphins are on the left hash. Look at the safety on the other hash. Why? Because it's the Tyreek Hill effect, because he's to the right of the offense. Then we got a play-action fake by Tua. We could throw a screen up top, but look at the middle of the field, how good it is with all the movement and the talent of these guys. Tyreek Hill in motion. Watch what happens. Full speed. We get a pick to the outside. The corner's watching the fake by Tua. Now, who's got Tyreek Hill down the sideline? Nobody. Nice throw by Tua. This is my favorite play. Here we go. So much. Fake run to the right. The defense reacts. Tyreek Hill's going to act like he's blocking, go across the field. Tua moves outside. The linebacker moves with him. And look at the hole in the middle of the field for Jalen Waddle. My gosh, that is well designed, well executed. And Devin, talent, the scheme, the motion. How do you defense this?
It's tough. I love that this is called eye vision, because your eyes, you have to know where these guys are. You have to be aware. And in New England, we call this a do-your-job game. Everyone has to do their job to have a chance. They have too much talent, like you said. Each guy does their job. You have a chance to win.
You know, the one thing about all these you see is the back is on Tua's left. He's a left-handed quarterback. The RPO game. When you see the quarterback or the running back to the left of Tua and he's in the shotgun, is there anything alert that you guys call in the secondary?
Yeah, and on defense, we'll be yelling, alert to RPO, alert to RPO. And it's a reminder, do your job. If you're a player who's supposed to play the run, play the run. If you're supposed to play the pass, play the pass. Don't try to mix those jobs, because then these guys will continue to score touchdowns.
How many times in your life have you heard, do your job?
A lot.
But I love the fact that he picked up off of the eye vision, tied that in with do your job. Woo, Kevin. Two guys who we think do their job well. No, they absolutely do. They don't take a backseat to anybody. That would be Nate Burleson and Boomer Esiason.
Oh, JB, we do our job.
And we look good doing it.
Thank you very much.
Now, boom, listen, when it comes to Tyreek Hill, people thought that the KC offense would fall off without him.
Oh, come on, man. I'll tell you, think back to 2018. Patrick Mahomes threw for over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This year, he's on pace for 5,500 yards. And look who's replaced Tyreek Hill. And look at these numbers, Nate.
Yeah, listen, Juju Smith-Schuster the last few games, when we're talking about receptions, this guy's stepping up, making plays, and being that big target that can move the chains. They also have McCall Hardman. We know what Travis Kelce can do. What I love about this offense, they have different guys with different skill sets that contributes to how well they're playing.
And we heard Andy Reid say, you know what, we can actually win games when we're not playing great. And you know what, Patrick Mahomes is always going to be great. He's always going to be a guy that's going to generate offense. Last week was 500 total yards of offense, 63 on the ground. You heard Tony Romo say in the opening that, you know what, we're watching a generational talent. He very rarely ends.
And can they make big plays without Tyreek Hill? Patrick Mahomes has the most big plays when it comes to completions of 20-plus yards. All right, speaking of quarterbacks, there's Daniel Jones. He has went 5 straight games without a turnover. He knows the main ingredient to a recipe for success is his running back, Saquon Barkley.
The NFL Today is sponsored by Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Pizza. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Buy a box, support school sport.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order right in front of you. Watching that.
See if they're doing anything on this channel here. We're in the pregame, waiting for this to start.
.org/local.
Are we there yet? Almost. Because DraftKings Sportsbook is right around the corner, Maryland. You're on the road to betting legally on same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, props, and more. Anytime and anywhere across the state. So get hyped, Maryland. Soon you can start betting on all your favorite sports. Download the app and score $200 in free bets once you complete registration on launch day. So get ready to get in on the action.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted.
How you doing? Good to see you. We are just hanging out here, doing our thing. I'm doing some reshares. Song, but
New flavors worth fanning over. They're great.
It's a good day to start something new.
Everybody, it helps. No matter what type of
To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes. To put yourself out there and always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache, and beard.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
come on, stop glitching YouTube.
grill.
Right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
But that's the thing about claims, you see. They don't happen on your schedule. I mean, take a chestnut. It doesn't just say, oh, beg pardon, sir, but is now a good time for a jolly bit of window cracking? Oh, I mean, if they did, you wouldn't need a Geico claims team that's available 24/7. But, near as I can tell, chestnuts don't talk. Or maybe they're just really quiet.
Geico, your claims team is here for you 24/7.
Well, got things to do, Mr. Chestnut.
So frustrating.
There's the phenomenon Saquon Barkley. This season, he's been telling the world, I'm bad. A guy like that can run around you or run through you and rock the Bills. And with the Giants off to a great start, they'll need him to keep doing it, and doing it well.
Saquon Barkley. He is dangerous. Barkley with a touchdown run.
The Giants are back, baby, and one of the main reasons is Saquon Barkley. New York born, Penn State legend, #2 overall pick, offensive rookie of the year, and supplier of hope for the Giant organization. Then, the injuries. But there ain't no quit in #26.
Hey, back to work!
Back to work. He can run.
Saquon Barkley on a 36-yard run.
He can catch. He can score.
Saquon Barkley airborne for the score.
Houston, you may have a problem today. Because when he's in the open field, it's a wrap.
You're just not going to catch him once he gets going.
So go crazy, Giants fans. Because Saquon Barkley is doing it well.
That was good. That was
a huge thank you to the legend himself. That will be LL Cool J. And folks, you can catch him, by the way, tonight by tuning in to NCIS Los Angeles. That at 10 Eastern right here on CBS. And you know, the New York Giants are enjoying a surprising resurgence. Phil is smiling. And two reasons why are the leading tacklers Julian Love and Adoree Jackson. This week, the two DBs sat down to talk about this turnaround and how this defense is firing on all cylinders.
Looks like it's interview time on all the channels right now. Fox is doing the same.
I'm Adoree Jackson.
And we're the New York Giants. Intercepted. Giants have it with Julian Love. Hit behind the line and dropped. Heck of a play by Adoree Jackson. And the New York Giants are now 6-2. What a turnaround for this organization.
You've been here longer than I've been, so what do you think the turnaround has been for the New York Giants?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think right now we're sitting 6-2 after the bye week, and last year at this point we were 2-6. It's been crazy to be a part of. I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like we just learned how to win those close wins.
No, for sure, especially like last year, 2 minutes. Like, we struggled bad, and this year, just find a way, like you said, at the end of the day, just keep fighting, keep showing some willpower that we don't want to quit, and I think that's been, one of the biggest differences.
It's a culmination of everyone kind of buying in and also just having that good vibe throughout the building.
No, for sure.
And the defense delivers. What a feeling for Wink Martindale.
His defense made the biggest plays down the stretch.
All right, what do you like best about Wink? What's your favorite thing about him?
I would say how genuine he is and crazy. Just his personality, how he shows love and keep it real, how he always does it, keep it real with us.
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it on the head. I got a chance in OTAs to golf with him a lot.
Right.
At first I was hesitant because I'm golfing with a coach. You don't want to be talking about football on the golf course. But he would say what he's excited about with the team, kind of who he's excited about. He would ask how I feel, anything he can improve on. I think the transparency that he brings to the table is crazy.
Wink Martindale's a good coach.
So I think that's what makes him very effective, and I didn't expect that when he was coming in.
Is he a good golfer?
He's a good golfer. He plays old man golf, so he doesn't drive it far at all, but he just plays just straight ball. Straight ball, and he'll putt really well.
Back to the basket, old man basketball.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is, old man ball. All right, we're going to play a game called Giant Heads, where we hold up a head or a picture of someone in front of our face, and the other person tries to describe them without saying who it is.
All right, let's get it.
Here you go. I'll go first.
I'm trying to think. So, he was just in the studio.
Oh, Eli.
Yes.
Eli Manning.
I didn't want to just say his number. I thought he was going to give it away.
That looks crazy up close. Eli Manning, the legend. Oh, gosh. All right. Definitely the greatest Giant of all time.
Where they're picking games.
Not just one or two, but leadership. I think you look at Dak Prescott, he is a great leader. Not only an outstanding player, a great leader. You look at Mike McCarthy, the way he handled that football team when Dak was out, even kill, no panic, no problem. You look at Dan Quinn defensively, leading that defense, taking Micah Parsons, who is a fantastic superstar, moving him all around to where they can't zero him. They got great leadership on this football team.
Well, I think we could make the case that over the years, and we've been guilty of it too, we might have at times overestimated the Cowboys. I think in some ways we underestimated the Cowboys this year, in particular once Dak went down. But once he went down, it was a focus on defense, back to leaning on the run game. The offensive line had time to grow. They found a different way to win, and Dak talked about it. That defense of Micah Parsons takes pressure off of that offense, and I think the Dallas Cowboys right now, if you're talking about the NFC, it's Philadelphia, it's Dallas, Minnesota, maybe. San Francisco passes the eyeball test. Well, we'll see if they're healthy, they can play with anybody. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys are for real, and maybe we underestimate it.
Yeah. And to keep yourself into it, the Green Bay Packers, they got to wake up. And when you see this team, you see.
I'm going back to the other one. Both of them are just talking BS.
Boomer, don't you like it when Phil gets ticked off?
I love it. I love it.
Hey, all right, let's talk some Giants. All right, let's talk some Giants.
You okay now? You have
I'm good. I'm showing you love. The arm from the farm. Did you like that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Hey, the Giants are just a great example. The importance of coaching, how it can turn your career and seasons around. Wink Martindale, I got to give him a lot of credit, defensive coordinator. He brings energy to this team. And the five-legged monster, there's Wink Martindale. He's just got a personality that players love. The five-legged monster on offense, that's Saquon Barkley, those two legs. That's Daniel Jones, those two legs. And then Graham Gano, the kicker, under pressure is making the big kicks.
And you talk about Wink Martindale. He's blitzing more than he was in Baltimore a year ago. He's playing more man-to-man. He's got the corners to do it. Adoree Jackson, you saw in that interview, Fabian Moreau and Danny Holmes is a nickelback. But they are doing a great job in situational football. They're fourth in the league in third down. They're third in the league in the red zone. So they are playing situational football as well as anybody, which is why they're winning these close games.
Boom. What are you laughing at? Are you crying?
No, we'll talk about it after the segment.
Afterwards, but I got to tell you real quickly about the Giants. I'm just going to say this: Ryan Dable has reinvented Daniel Jones. You know, Daniel Jones is playing for a contract, and that's one of the reasons why they're winning.
We'll explain it after the segment, Nate. Time now for our NFL Today picks. Upset specials for Week 10, starting with the New York Giants man himself.
Listen to me. I've had the best record in the upset specials, by the way. Arizona over the Los Angeles Rams, 24-20.
Pittsburgh 24, New Orleans 14.
All right, I have the Vikings over the Bills in this one, 35-24.
I got the Steelers over the Saints, 23-20. And by the way, the Buccaneers knocked off the Seahawks over in Munich, 21-16. The Buccaneers are now 5-5 and get ready to run away with that MC South.
Nate, Boomer wasn't laughing nearly as much as he did when I butchered it up right coming in. For those of you getting the 4 o'clock game, folks, we'll be right back after a short break. But for the rest of you, with kickoff just a few minutes away,
we will get you out to your game next.
Yes.
I love those short shorts,
Yeah. All right, we're getting ready to come into our game, and I'm excited. Glad you guys are here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Amar, for dropping some data. Moderators for knocking out a bot. This should be a fun game. I've been looking forward to this one. See what Miami can do. I wish I had players from these teams on my fantasy. The NFL must have just released the Tampa-Seattle highlights because both of them are showing it right now. All right, I'll be right back. I got to step out for 1 second. Actually, I'll do it when the game comes back. I'll step out when the game comes back in a minute. I got 10 minutes here. Do. Christmas is here. Decorations are going up. All that kind of stuff. And let's be honest, they'll never understand this whole situation. But they do get this. Thank goodness. Great prices, happy pets, Chewy. My daughters use Chewy to buy stuff for their dogs. We're getting ready to kick off here in just a minute. We're at the last commercial break. If you're just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are glad that you made it. Glad that you made it.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more people behind the grill are switching to Ram.
Fox is doing a big tribute to the troops. Nice job, Fox. Always want to do a tribute to the troops. We'll take the graphics down as soon as the game starts. We'll change those graphics around, get you some good quality info. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. I've got monitors up all over my studio. We'll keep you up on all the games as we're updating throughout the day. Don't forget, we're doing the night game tonight. Night game tonight. We got to get the likes up over 100. We didn't do it last game. We didn't get a share out. I really need your help. If you enjoy what I do and appreciate it, then help me out with the likes.
This is NFL Plus, your game on the go. NFL Plus. Start your free trial today. The NFL today on
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a long day for me. 14 hours of streaming. Oh.
And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Browns and the Dolphins.
Browns and the Fish. We're about ready to kick it off. Wonder who's getting it first.
We're in Hard Rock Stadium where the Miami Dolphins rule. They have won 9 of their last 10 games here. Today they host the Cleveland Browns. The resurgent Dolphins boast the NFL's second best passing game, led by third-year quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who's completing passes at a 70% clip. The Browns bring the league's third best ground game on the capable shoulders of bruising running back Nick Chubb. Hello everyone and welcome. Greg Gumbel along with Adam Archuleta. AJ Ross comes along in just a moment. Two football teams, decidedly different ways to be explosive.
Well, and here we are in the second week of November. So for the playoffs, Greg, it really starts now. The Dolphins have shown that their offense, they can win in a shootout. But can the defense start to come together? And for the Browns, they have a little bit more work to do, but they're coming off of their most complete game 2 weeks ago in a big win against the Bengals.
Let's start with this Miami Dolphins team, which brings an air attack that averages 300 yards a game. Can be formidable.
Formidable is putting it lightly. This is an amazing offense to watch. And this is the big reason why, Tua. He is coming off of his best two-game stretch of his career. Greg, he is playing confident. He is working with perfect timing, and he has the top wide receiving tandem in the National Football League to throw to with speed to burn. I love how they use them. Work together to get each other open on this play, to get the speed of Waddle to open up the middle of the field, and then Tua launches it to his favorite target, Tyreek Hill over the middle. There's another example right here. This time they're going to put Tyreek Hill on the inside. He's going to use that world-class speed. He's going to take the safety deep, and that attracts the attention of the corner. What does that do? It opens up the middle of the field for Waddle to get open and receive a perfect pass. They are killing teams over the middle, and a big reason why is the way these receivers work together.
When the Cleveland Browns have the football, it's really no secret. You'd better be ready for Nick Chubb.
It isn't a secret, because if there's one thing that is consistent from week to week, it's Nick Chubb and the way he runs the football, the way they use multiple tight end sets, extra offensive linemen. That puts Chubb in one-on-one situations. Sometimes it looks like he's not even trying, the way he just bounces off would-be tacklers. He's got breakaway speed. He's got excellent vision, and he got the instincts and the power to be able to finish. But they need balance. In the passing game, in the last 2 weeks, they've been able to get that balance. Brissett is coming off of his best 2 games of his career, and he was outstanding 2 weeks ago against the Bengals. They're going to need a complete football game to be able to beat the Dolphins and make the playoff push.
Tua on one side, Jacoby on the other. No strangers for more. We welcome in A.J. Ross. Hey, A.J.
Welcome in, Andrew.
What a difference a year makes. In Week 10 last year, Jacoby Brissett was under center for the Dolphins, and Tua Tagovailoa came in relief, and he got the dub. Jacoby told me he is not surprised by Tua's success this season because he witnessed firsthand things clicking for Tua last year when the Dolphins went on an end-of-season run. Tua's confidence is also at an all-time high. Mike McDaniel told me, yeah, Tua's played a lot of football, but he's not sure Tua has ever really believed in himself until now. McDaniel added that Tua is a football timing savant, and that timing is going to be critical today against a very aggressive Cleveland pass rush. Right?
All right, AJ, thank you. One guy who can't wait to see Tua is Cleveland's quarterback hunter, Myles Garrett. He is the Browns sack leader with 7.5 of them, 66 of them in his 6-year career. The Dolphins riding a 3-game win streak.
All right, so we're getting close to kickoff here. Again, the screen will change as soon as we get back and we get this game going. We are real close to doing it. They are going to their last commercial break. It is 12:56 here. So this last group of commercials will get us going. Get us going. Fox is the Red Zone showing highlights of Seattle, Tampa Bay. And we're having fun here. Anybody first timer in here? Just curious. Any first-timers? Say hello in the chat. Tell me what team you're on. We'd love to welcome you in. I think I need some sugar to get me fired up here. That's what I need. Need a little bit of sugar. Easier said than done. Package keeps trying to close on me. Stop. All right, got it together there. Package kept trying to close on me. Every now and then you need a little sugar to keep you going, especially when you're going all day. Who's everybody picking in this team, in this game? Put it in the chat for me. Browns or Miami? Who are you picking? Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. I'm curious. Huh. That's good stuff. Miami.
On the stage with new tactics and new games. At Allied, we've never taken deposits, and that is something that really sets us aside, makes us different from some of our competitors. But one of the nicest things about the $39.99 offer is that it includes.
That's the only person in here on one of these two teams is Rodolph's? Come on, we can do better than that.
You're working with a company that's been in the business a very long time, has a great reputation, great reviews, has a very high referral rate, and has some really happy customers out there.
Football star.
Okay.
Pancakes. But for lunch or dinner, Pizza Bowlies has everything you want.
Pizza Bowlies. Nope.
Pizza Bowlies has everything from subs, wings, sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course.
That's good stuff, Rodolph.
Leave the pancakes for the field, Pat. I mean, look at all of this. We deliver more taste. Pizza Bowlies. Oh, yes.
Pizza Bowlies. Get it off my channel. Here we go.
Rock Stadium today, and this one is going to be fun. The Cleveland Browns, who can run it. The Miami Dolphins, who can throw it. We'll get it all started. Kickoff is just around the corner as we continue here on CBS.
Man, they take forever getting the kickoff done. Let me jump over to the red zone. Jump over to the red zone for a minute.
More points a game than the Dolphins. Cleveland has the #6 scoring offense in the NFL at 27 points a game, with Jacoby Brissett, the former Dolphin, at quarterback. So that game features Nick and Bradley Chubb, their cousins. The game in Chicago features Amon-Ra and Equanimous St. Brown, the brothers, playing wide receiver for the Lions and the Bears, respectively. That game's at Soldier Field. The Bears have beaten the Lions 7 out of 8. The only Lions win was Week 13, 2020. That also happens to be the Lions' last road win. It was Matthew Stafford against Mitchell Trubisky. Seems like a long time ago.
All righty, Phil, I'm looking at that Broncos-Titans game. I think this is going to be a defensive struggle for both teams, even for Tennessee with Ryan Tannehill back at quarterback. I do expect a low-scoring game.
All right, good pick, Boomer. I'm going with the Dolphins offense. They have back-to-back games to over 30 points, and I think they do it again today against the Cleveland Browns.
There's still time to outpick Phil and Boomer. Head to the FanDuel app now to choose your free game and play for a share of...
All right, we're getting ready here. We'll take the pregame sign down because we're just about pregame done. Soon as the screen changes, I'll give you that. Knock out the bot. Punch him in the face.
I'm trying to pull my thing, and it's just not working.
I hate when that happens.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium, everyone. The Browns
Let's see who's getting the ball first here.
Before that, they spanked a very good Cincinnati team, 32-13. Head coach Kevin Stefanski at 3-5. His team, if they're going to make any noise in the AFC North, it has to start here today. Meanwhile, Mike McDaniel having a good time as head man of the Miami Dolphins. 3-game win streak, 3-game losing streak, and now 3 straight wins. They stand at 6-3 along with the New York Jets, just behind the Buffalo Bills. Miami has won the toss. They have deferred, which means the Browns and Big Show will get their hand on the football first.
That's pretty impressive when you look at Miami. Just think of all the things that have happened this season with the injuries.
Here we go with the kick. The screen should change right after that. Should at least. Football's live at 1 o'clock. Games are underway. Coming out to the 10, 15, shooting to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, just shy of midfield. No flags. Big start for the Browns all the way out to midfield. All right, come on, NFL. Give us a feed so we can switch over. Waiting on the NFL. Might take a minute for them to click in.
Ford had 6 kick returns, averaging 24.2 yards. That one was good for 48. So
there we go.
The Cleveland offense at their own 47-yard line.
First down and 10, Brissett. Under center. Fakes the handoff, go to throw. Pressure coming. Going down the field. Got a man. It is caught by Peoples-Jones. What a massive play. Peoples-Jones on a big completion. 38 yards on the play. That was pretty. Big play right off the bat. At the 15-yard line is Cleveland. Handoff up the middle, cuts back is Chubb. 5 yards. 4, maybe 5 on the play for Chubb. Chubb running for the Cleveland Brownies. We are 19 subscribers short of our goal today. 19. Second down and 9. Shotgun formation. Single back set. Looking to throw. Looks to the right. He's got 2 wideouts there. Goes down the middle. Hits his tight end. Gain of about 5. Third down coming up. Third and about 4. The Bears are driving in their game against Detroit as well, everybody. Bears driving. Third down and 4. Third and 4. Shotgun, gonna throw. We got flags everywhere. Flags everywhere. Let's hear what we got.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Number 91. This 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
Emmanuel Ogbah.
There you go. Offsides, first down Cleveland. That's going to put them first and goal. First and goal.
Yeah, you were quick to point out how good he is in the first quarter. And
He's been 13 for 13 now, his last 3 games, throwing in the first quarter. First and goal.
Brownies first and goal. Brissett under set. Moves. Peoples-Jones in motion. Handoff. Fakes it. Rolls out. Naked bootleg. Down the middle. Almost intercepted. And we got a flag in the end zone. Peoples-Jones says it was pass interference. I think it might be. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that call.
Pass interference. Defense number 55.
There you go. First and goal at the 1. They called the Disney Baker on pass interference?
Exactly see where that was, but
You know they're going to run. Maybe a play action. We'll see. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Going to throw. End zone wide open. Touchdown, Cleveland. The tight end wide open. Bryant, your tight end, wide open.
behind the line of scrimmage, really play and force the Miami Dolphins to keep their eyes on their guy. That's a tough play when you're down by the goal line. Everything is happening fast. To sneak it behind the line of scrimmage. What a perfect way to start this game if you're the Browns. York for the extra point.
Extra point, dotted and good. 7-0 here. Brownies in Cleveland. We'll stay here with you in chat. Any questions in the chat that you want to throw out to me? Any questions about the games, about the NFL, about what we do here on the channel? Throw them out there. We'll just hang with you here. No need for us to run you down with promotions, commercials right now. We're just getting started here. MR dropping the information. Kyle's vlog, hello. Good to see you, Kyle's vlog. Appreciate you coming in. Chicago's about to kick a field goal attempt against Detroit. And that's good. It's the NFL rigged. No, I don't believe so. Chicago goes up 3-0. The only people that usually believe it's rigged are the people that are gambling on it and losing. Generally, from my standpoint of what I've seen in past years. Who we got the ball here? Giants got the ball? Giants have the ball. They're moving it, but got something going on in Denver. Russ looks like he's throwing a bomb, and he throws it to nobody. And somebody's hurt. Who the heck is down? They're writhing in pain. Who is that? Is that Judy? Jerry Judy rolling around in pain with his ankle in the Denver game. He wasn't even touched. That's not good news for Denver fans. Definitely not good news for Russ. He ain't got anybody to throw to as is. If he loses Judy. Can't lose Judy. That didn't look good. The amount of pain that he was writhing in on the ground, grabbing his ankle and rolling around, from my vantage point, did not look good. Wow, Minnesota and Buffalo. Looks like Minnesota is driving Jefferson on a big play over in that game. Wow. What do you mean get the shank? How do they get the shank, Rodolph? Explain that to me. I'm not getting that. Minnesota-Buffalo game. There's a lot of good games this week. This one, Minnesota-Buffalo, San Fran Chargers tonight. There's some good stuff going on.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium, where the Browns are off to a scorching start, scoring on their first drive, and it may be because they are extremely hot on their sideline. It's over 100 degrees right now. You can see the sun definitively bearing.
Yeah, the Vikings are 7-1. They're doing a good job.
On the Dolphins sideline, it's very strategic.
Giants are about to score as well, everybody. Giants about to score as well. Saquon will take them right in. Well, that's a different, that doesn't mean it's rigged, though. A lot of people don't like Dan, was it Dan Snyder with Washington? I mean, people, it is. What's up, Randy? Randy's not happy. Minnesota into the end zone in their game against Buffalo.
Every single one. But then, what about the eye test? What about when you turn on the film? Well, that might be even better. He is playing.
Hello, Lila Rose. Welcome in.
And the way he's letting it rip, you know, AJ in our open mentioned he's a timing savant. To me, that is the key to their passing game. The timing and precision in which he gets the ball out.
Fakes the handoff by Tua, going to throw. Quick out, got his running back, not much. True.
Well, let's take a look at that Miami offensive line, Arch.
Well, good news is that they get Teron Armstead, and he's in the lineup today. He has been nursing a toe and a calf, and he's been one of the most
Look out.
important players here on offense.
Almost knocked that down.
And Jalen Waddle get a lot of attention, but it's been his stability at left tackle that has really
Second down.
this offense
6. Handoff. Off tackle. Nice run. First down. Out to the 29. Mostert. Nice run. Giants are in the end zone over in their game. Looks like it went to their tight end on a throw.
what they need is people that can cover and have elite coverage ability. And that's why getting Denzel Ward back in this game is huge for the Browns. He missed their last 3 because of a concussion, but he's got the speed, he's got the quick feet, he's got the skill. If they dare, Greg, to play man-to-man, he will be on Tyreek Hill.
Pitch. Not much. Not much.
Maybe a pickup of a yard. Grant Delpit again on the tackle along with Jadeveon Clowney.
Greg, Miami, it's no secret that they've been a pass-first football team. As far as rushes per game, they're near the bottom of the list. But if there's one place where you may be able to attack the Cleveland Brown defense is in the run game. That's probably where they're the weakest. And so even though they've got great weapons, I know that Mike McDaniel would love to try to get the run game going here.
Second down and 8. Second and 8.
On second and 8, Tua throws it out to the side, getting that ball out in a hurry. This is Mostert.
Not much there.
Wrapped up at about the 33. So it'll be third and about 4 for a first down. We're under the 10-minute mark. Talked about the importance of Tua getting that ball out.
Third down. Third down.
Everything is timing for that Dolphin offense.
And one of the great ways to measure how good a quarterback is playing is how he operates on third down. And it's hard to argue he's one of the best third down quarterbacks in the National Football League, especially when you get under 5 yards and a defense has to
Shotgun. Third and 4. Quick out. Complete. To Hill. Are they going to give it to him or are they marking him? They're going to mark him short.
Well, this is where a guy like Ward comes in so handy. A guy that's confident, supreme confidence, and isn't afraid to get up in the face and press Tyreek Hill. How about this, 4th and 1?
4th and 1. They're going for it. Handoff. Got it. First down. Wilson for the first down.
Coach McDaniel couldn't say enough about the addition of Jeff Wilson to this football team.
Already a big impact, and this is a really nice job on the right side of that offensive line. You know, Mike Gesicki and then the right tackle over there, they just pull everything down, and what that does is it makes it a soft corner. So now you got to have a guy in Martin Emerson, a cornerback, try to come up and stuff that run, but Jeff Wilson, hard nose, picks up a big first down.
Shotgun. Going to throw. Tua looking down the field. Over the middle. Short gain. First down.
On the receiving end, that's into Cleveland territory and another Miami first down.
This is what's impressive is just, you know, how they attack the middle of the field. And to be able to attack the middle like this, you need a quarterback that has confidence. And that's one of the biggest improvements that I've seen from last year is just how confident and how he isn't afraid to just let it rip over the middle. You know, they make so many yards and get so many yards after the catch. That is a great example of how this offense is different from where it was last year.
1st and 10.
Wilson still in the backfield. Another first down. And this
Handoff. Wilson. Big run.
inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line.
How big a run was that? 18-yard run.
Well, here it is. The guard is going to go this way. And watch what happens. Taki gets over the top. And then you get such good blocking on the backside
that was a great run.
That play is meant to go to the front side. But Wilson with excellent vision to see the cutback in that burst right through the hole.
Shotgun, 1st and 10. Handoff again. Wilson, another 10. First down. Inside the 15. Another solid run.
First down!
What's up, Mr. Fulton? Welcome in. Yeah, I see the Bills are driving against the Vikings.
And how impressive is this? You know, the running game really hasn't been a big factor. It's been just kind of an afterthought because of
1st and 10 from the 19. Wilson hits. Fullback, is he in? Touchdown, Miami. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Jesse, I got to step out. MR, I got to step out for a second. You guys keep an eye on things for me for a second. I'll be right back. Let me flip this over.
Great blocking downfield, and how about that for an answer drive by the Dolphins?
Jason Sanders for the extra point. And just like that, we're tied. 6 minutes, 13 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And the Dolphins have the answer. 7-7.
When you're ready to go, but static says, whoa. Try Bounce Lasting Fresh. More freshness, more softness, less static, less wrinkles. New Bounce Lasting Fresh. Yeah, the sheet.
I want to be quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Not later, now. I want to own the pocket, make the plays, drop dimes to my receivers. I want to feel 80,000 fans on my shoulders as I carry them to victory. You know, nothing major.
Rated E for everyone.
Hey, thanks for helping me out.
Of course. You can easily get helpful customer service over the phone or on the Progressive app. Pretty much anywhere. Even at the library. Or the coffee shop. Get great customer support at the park. Or at this coffee shop.
Why would we go to a different coffee shop?
Mobile order for J Money.
Thank you. So is one of these places going to be my car again, or?
Right. Even at your car. Come on, I saw you eyeing these scones earlier. Huh? Huh?
All right.
You get it.
Is that KFC's two-piece drum and thigh combo?
Yep.
Is it juicy?
Uh-huh.
Is it creamy?
You know it.
Is it flaky?
Yes.
And it's only $6? That's a real steal of a deal of a meal. Wink. Hurry, this $6 deal ends soon.
Keenan, looking good.
Feeling good. I just found all these cars on Auto Trader.
Wow.
I wait for the best part there, Microwave. A dealer is going to deliver this car to our home.
Never leave home. Never leave home.
Oh, it's here. There is one thing I can't do from home. Drive.
Someone stop him.
Keenan!
Got your letter, refrigerator. Roll out. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. KFC's new $6 combo, that's finger licking good. And by Auto Trader.
Boats in the channel that connects Biscayne Bay with the Atlantic Ocean. There's Alec Ingold scoring his second touchdown of the season. Ford will not get a chance to return this one. And the Browns will start from their own 25-yard line. Hey, Sylvester Stallone stars in Tulsa King, a new original series from Taylor Sheridan, the co-creator of Yellowstone. Stream it now exclusively on Paramount Plus. Head to ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
Well, Greg, I think we got a football game on our hands.
Don't be hasty, Arch.
Boy.
Yeah. Nick Chubb deep behind Jacoby Brissett. And here's Chubb. Whoa. Hit hard. Landon Roberts. Now, Nick Chubb is known for people bouncing off of him and shaking tackles and getting yardage after contact. Not this time.
Not when you play linebacker like that. That was textbook tackling right there. And that's a Landon Roberts who he led the Dolphins last week in 9 tackles and had a really nice game. Got to figure if you want to stop Nick Chubb, you need to see a lot more of that from Roberts and the rest of the defense.
2nd and 9. Brissett connects over the middle across the 30. Pharaoh Brown on the receiving end. Time for our first update of the day. Let's get you back to New York. JB and Coach Cowher.
Nice kick return sets up this score.
Yeah, how about Greg? Greg, that was a typical Adam Archuleta tackle right there before you saw it. But right there, Devin Singletary goes from 5 yards out. They tie up the game 7-7.
Back to Greg.
Coach, you didn't have to say that. He would still stay.
I appreciate that. You know, Coach doesn't know this, but I get a big boost to my self-confidence when he talks about me like that.
As well you should. Meanwhile, Brissett continues to throw complete passes here in the first quarter. 4 out of 4 on first down now. He's going to throw it again. There's another completion across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. This time David Bell, the rookie out of Purdue, with the catch.
What you're seeing right now is a really nice job from Jacoby Brissett to just take what the defense is giving him. You hear that pretty much every week. But what he's really doing that. The first play of the game, they get aggressive, take a shot. He's able to nail it. And then anytime the Dolphins play zone, they're just going to hit that little hook, just pick up positive yardage.
So on 2nd and 4, play fake Chubb this time, and Brissett running out of time and goes down. Bradley Chubb, along with Christian Wilkins.
Watch Phillips here, and then Chubb is coming from this side. Look at what Phillips is able to do, first of all, on that right side. Christian Wilkins, he's coming up in the middle, and then you get Bradley Chubb coming around that corner and is able to clean it up. And to me, this is why they went out and got Chubb, so they don't have to blitz as much. They could take some of that pressure off of their secondary. If they can get to the quarterback with 4 rushers, that is going to help this defense.
3rd and 12 now. Brissett dodges the pressure and throws, and that's complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's to the 45 of the Miami Dolphins, and a first down.
Well, first of all, this is really nice pocket work from Brissett because the pressure is getting there.
First down there, nice job. Hey, Rob Fuzz. Hey, Troy McDonald. What's up? Welcome in, buddy. We'll be talking with Rob Fuzz later tonight. 2:35 on the clock here in the first.
Brissett is a perfect 6 for 6 throwing the ball.
Handoff Chubb, sorry. Nick Chubb out of bounds, gain of 5 or 6. Kyle's Vlog, good to see you. Angela Minter, Rob Fuzz, great to see all of you. Troy McDonald, good to see you. Looking forward to talking with Rob later tonight.
2 weeks ago against Cincinnati, he was 133, and he was was excellent in that game. And I feel like this offense is getting more aggressive. They are taking some more shots downfield. They didn't connect on a lot of those, but you are seeing them connect and get rewarded for being able to stretch the defense.
This is a 2nd and 5, and the view is to Nick Chubb, and Chubb to about the 35-yard line.
Chubb to the 35. Gregory, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
When you see that 10-plus yards, 54%, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty high. That's like 6th in the NFL. It really is the interceptions. You know, when they eliminate the interceptions, then they're going to get on the right track. But that part of the passing game has been able to show up.
On 3rd and 1. Brissett going to go for it.
Down the end zone. Incomplete. Looks like Kansas City just got on the board.
Well, this is a nice job right here by Xavier Howard, and it looks as if 4th and 1 that the Browns are going to stay here on the field, and that's why they take that shot, knowing that they're going to go for it here on 4th and short. You saw Brissett saw that he was covered, so he just launched it where nobody could catch it.
3rd and short. 3rd and short. Oh, we got flags. They're going to be offside, I think. Miami's going to give it to him.
I think he got a Landon Roberts.
Let's see.
Before any fouling potential action, there was a timeout by the offense. Their first of the half.
Wow.
To get that timeout. We'll take a timeout here ourselves. Back in 30 seconds after this from Walmart.
Ooh, a delivery from Michael Bolton?
Yeah, they brought me in to improve morale.
Hey, new Michael Bolton. Did you hear Walmart is making Black Friday on Mondays now?
Troy wants Cleveland to win.
Hours earlier than you did because I'm a Walmart Plus member.
Hello. I have Michael Bolton on my TV right now, middle of a football game. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Welcome back, Kevin Stefanski. So there's offense on the field.
Brissett gets that first down.
As he gets it inside the 35-yard line, and that'll be a Cleveland first down.
Has a pretty good track record of executing the quarterback sneak. It's a little bit of help from number 24 right there.
Cleveland pretty good on 4th down conversions this season, 3rd in the NFL with 11 of them.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why is because really the strength of their offensive line is inside both of their guards and their center, especially with Batonio and Teller. That is, I'd run behind them as well.
Brissett to throw. Overthrows his man.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just a little bit of pressure in Brissett's face, and it's like he really couldn't step into that. Also, it goes a little high. I think so far in this game, I like the pressure that Miami is bringing, and that they're able to generate with just 4 or 5-man rush.
2nd and 10. Brissett under center. Handoff off tackle right. Chubb. Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. I think they're saying it's Dolphins ball. Holy heck fire. Chubb fumbled. He did. He lost it mid-stride. Wow. Anybody new in here for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. Love to welcome you in. We're having a good day today on our channel. Hope you're having a good day wherever your Sunday's taking you. We always try to do our thing and That's not what I wanted. Click where I want you to click. Thank you, Mike, for putting that up there. Always trying to keep the data up there. Some of these commercials are absolutely ridiculous. Looks like Buffalo and Minnesota are going at it. Buffalo looks to be driving again on them. Hey, stop. Lay down. Be interested to see that game if everybody stays healthy coming out of it. Especially with Josh Allen running the ball and getting tackled and everything with his wrist. Or whatever else is hurting on Allen. Commercial's almost done. We're having a good one here. 7-7 game. Cleveland just turned it over to Miami. Miami will get the ball second half. All right, Kerry, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you.
A new equalizer tonight on CBS. A new East New York tonight after the equalizer on CBS.
Get breaking news, blockbuster trade, highlights, and instant reactions. It's all
Allen is looking good so far. Did they just get in? I think they did. They're still waiting to call it.
As they will be for every team. Turnover's a big deal for these two clubs. Nick Chubb loses a fumble for the first time this season.
No, he's out. I think he's out. All right, Dolphins have the ball. Let's do our game here.
Is able to punch that out, and that's one of the major differences. Last year, this defense took the ball away 26 times. That's been one of the major glaring differences between last year and
Handoff up the middle. Wilson, gain of about 5. Now he's in on that one. First quarter over here. And, of course, they'll go to another commercial. We'll stay here with you guys. We're looking at some of these other games. Giants have a 7-0 lead on Houston. They got the ball again. And they are moving it. Saquon's just running and having some fun. That guy's having a good year. So who are the games playing on Thanksgiving? Troy, I'm glad you asked, my friend. On this channel, we will be broadcasting. Hey, John Messina. Thanksgiving Day, I will be broadcasting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me take that off, sorry, so you don't have an echo. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be broadcasting Bills and the Lions. Bills and the Lions. Followed up by 4:30, we are going to do Giants and Cowboys. Giants and Cowboys at 4:30. And then at 8 o'clock at night, Minnesota, New England, right here on the channel. All 3 games, Minnesota, New England, Dallas, Giants, Buffalo, and the Lions, right here on the channel. Thanksgiving Day, I'll be live all day. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be busy, but I'll be live all day, so I can't wait to do it. Looking forward to the call. Hopefully you will choose me as your source for YouTube to come and check out some football. I know there's a lot of people out there and a lot of choices, and we're glad that and happy that you choose us. YouTube stopped glitching for a day. Usually, just, one day. It's just frustrating, man. It's like I'm busting my butt here, working hard, and, it's constantly glitching. It's not me. I've got 100% signal here. I know that. Know that for a fact. I can see my signal. And I'm hardwired. I mean, it's not like I'm working off of Wi-Fi. We had a subscriber clean out from all those bots that have been in here recently. That's why we dropped down to 836. So puts us back out to where we're at, 164 away. A lot of games coming to the end of the first quarter in all the games, pretty much, all the way around.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Coors Light, made to chill, and by Lowe's. Let's tackle home together this year.
A little local flag football action. Kids
All right, Miami to start up the second quarter here.
The numbers for the first quarter. So here we go. Start of the second quarter. Raheem Mostert in the backfield along with Alec Ingold behind or alongside Tua.
Fakes the handoff. Throw. Caught. Dropped. Incomplete. Had it for a second, then dropped it.
This is a pass-first team, isn't it, Greg? Not on that drive. Perfect balance. 5 runs, 42 yards. 5 passes, 42 yards. 10 plays for 84. Tua was absolutely perfect. It's got a great
Thank you, Steve.
target at Jalen Waddle, but Tyreek Hill, we're already 1 quarter in, 1 target in this game, and Waddle only 1 target. They're running backs so far in this game, Greg. 9 touches between them.
Here's a 34.
3rd and 4. Looked like a false start. They didn't call it. Complete. Down to the 35. Waddle, first down. TB Trucking, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. I think the Steelers just lost Najee Harris for a little while. Looked like he went into concussion protocol.
So he's squatting on the route, and Waddle, he's just going to take that. You cannot squat with no help. And another great pass by Tua over the
Tua, quick out, incomplete. Whistles everywhere. Whistles everywhere.
Before the snap, false start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
Still first down.
Robert Jones, the left guard, moved early.
When you take a look at the one, there's a lot of glaring differences from last year to this year, but it's really over the middle. And that, Mike McDaniel brings that from San Francisco. If you watch them with Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, 2 very different types of players than they have here in Miami.
First and 15 now to start it out. First and 15.
Hitting those passes over the middle. And for a guy that barely threw over the middle last year, Tua right now is at
And around the outside. Looks like Mostert. Gain of 14. Going to be 2nd and 1. Big run. Big run.
Singletary getting it done. Yeah, Devin Singletary from 1 yard out. This is the 2nd touchdown of the day and actually the 2nd touchdown of the year. You can see him right here taking the edge, cutting it back inside. Buffalo takes a 14-7 lead over Minnesota.
Back to Greg, Adam, and AJ.
All right, guys, thank you very much.
2nd down and about 1. 2nd and 1.
And 1 now for the Miami Dolphins.
Knock out that bot. Punch him in the head. Drop the bot. There you go. Thank you. Handoff up the middle. First down, Miami. Can't believe these bots keep coming, man. Yeah, bye, Felicia. They just keep coming. They keep finding different names and everything. Unreal.
Myles Garrett would need to be a major factor to be able to get pressure and try to disrupt the timing. And just because the Dolphins have been able to be so effective running the ball, it's completely taken this defense off balance. I'm sure they spent the whole week trying to figure out how are we going to
First and 10.
receivers. But the run game is totally taken Myles Garrett out of this game.
End around. Look at the throw. Wide receiver's going to throw. Now he's in trouble. Now he's running for his life. He lost a couple yards on that. No, they aren't. It's just irritating.
Well, really kind of heads up. Watch, they're going to try and sneak to it out here, and then you get a late reaction. And so, first of all, Wilson, he's going to look downfield. That's really good discipline by that Cleveland defense. The secondary to stay back and not allow Hill and Waddle and everybody else to get behind. And then the front, they can do their job, corral Wilson and get him to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16. Going to throw. Tua back. Hit as he throws into the dirt. Underthrows Wilson on that one. Minnesota just threw an interception in Buffalo. In Buffalo? Is that light snow coming down? Yeah, it is. It's snowing in Buffalo. And the Bills have the ball. Wow.
And you can see that he has a special connection to his head coach, and he is playing instinctual. There's not a lot of thinking going on out there. He's playing real well.
Here's the pitch to Wilson. Gain of 5. 9 maybe. At the 22, he's dropped. Field goal unit coming out for Miami.
See it on the tape with his decision making and how fast he is playing with the timing. You know, he does have great weapons, yes, but the way he's getting everybody.
Looks like Pittsburgh's also going to try to kick a field goal at this point.
Players, regardless of the position, you can see that they're playing fast, using their instincts, reacting instead of thinking on every play.
This from 39 yards out to give Miami the lead.
Up and good. All right, Miami and Pittsburgh both on the board with field goals there. So we'll get them both up. Pittsburgh up 10-0. Miami goes up 10-7. Those are the only current updated scores. Buffalo, of course, is driving after the turnover. And looks like Detroit is driving on the Bears. So happy holidays to everybody. It's the holiday season. We appreciate you considering hitting the button to come in here today and hang with us. It does mean a lot. We appreciate it. We know you have a lot of choices out there. We try to be one of the best that you can find. So Buffalo and Detroit both driving in their own respective games. Cleveland's going to get the ball back here. We've got 11:51. We got a whole quarter left of football. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on here. MR dropping all the data and information for us on the stream. We appreciate that, so we can always put it up on the screen for anybody who might not be listening but just might be watching. Looks like Pierce just had a big run over in the Houston game. MR, how big was that Pierce run? Was that like 25, 30 yards? I don't know if you can see the data in that New York Giants game. That looked like a monster run. And make sure you're live. Of course, I'm not YouTube. I'm watching it on my screen, and it's glitching and making us delayed. Crazy. Disappointing. 44. Wow. That guy's turned into a beast over there. They ever get some supporting cast around that guy, look out. That's crazy. We're at a commercial break in our game, everybody. They just had a field goal. Waiting for him to come back. I'm sitting here hanging with you. Just sitting here hanging, watching some of we'll keep you up to date on all the other games as we go along as well, just so you know. Detroit in the red zone trying to get in. Buffalo just got almost intercepted in their game by Minnesota. Should have been. They dropped it. And Houston's moving the ball. Detroit get in the end zone. No, looks like he did. He? No, he didn't. Man, Detroit, up and down team this year. Good gravy. All right, back in our game. Here comes the kickoff. Let's do it. We're kicking off, everybody. There's the boot. It's off. Touchback, touchback. How odd. Anybody surprised it's a touchback?
The Dolphins have linebacker Bradley Chubb. The Browns have running back Nick Chubb, and they are cousins. It's a family affair. Bradley told me he's watched Nick week to week being one of the best, if not the best, running back in the league, and he's happy for him. And the way he's representing the Chubb name. But one thing, lining against one another, he said he has the Chubb name as well, and he plans to live up to it. Now, there is actually a Chubb town in Georgia. Their ancestors migrated there after leaving North Carolina and built a self-sufficient community, free black people prospering in the South in the civil rights era.
Handoff off tackle. Chubb, gain of about 2, 1.5, 2.
He's brought down. When we talked to Bradley Chubb, Landon Roberts did it earlier in this game, but you get the feeling that nobody really looks forward to hitting Nick Chubb head on.
Detroit just scored on a 4th down and goal. They went for it. Wow.
There's no doubt about that. But, so far, I would say that the Miami defense.
If you're having a good time and you're new to us, hit that subscribe today. We'd love you to come back. Second down and 9. Second and 9. Shotgun.
Nick Chubb to be a factor so far.
Go to throw. Quick out. Cooper on the catch. First down. Brownies.
Amari Cooper hails from this area as a bunch of people.
Largemouth bass with a field goal. Thank you.
We all know what Xavier Howard can do, and we all know what Amari Cooper can do. You know, a specialist at being able to get off the line. And again, I do think that the Browns, they want to make a playoff push, and they know that it just can't be Chubb, Hunt, and the run game. That they have got to be able to put some fear in a defense throwing the football, and Amari Cooper is that type of receiver.
Brissett go to run on a bootleg, getting chased by everybody. Takes off. He'll get a couple on the run. Second down. Second down. Snowflakes in northern Rochester area. New York. Beautiful area of the country. I wouldn't mind seeing some snowflakes just for like a teaser.
And when you look at it, the Dolphins last week, they gave up 252 yards. Justin Field had 178 of those yards. When you look at their defense, they're much better than their numbers look. They've had trouble with scrambling quarterbacks. But when you take typical traditional run game, they've actually been pretty...
Takes the handoff, going to throw, rolls out. Oppo bootleg. Short out to the tight end. That goes nowhere. Maybe a yard. Third down coming up. Third down.
In on the stop at just across the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Remember that one of his favorite targets, especially on 3rd down, is not playing in this game, and that's their tight end, David Njoku. And he brings an element that...
Hello, Irene. Great to see you. Shotgun formation, single back set. Phantasmic Chronicles, welcome in as well.
35. Stands in. Throws on the diving catches.
Complete. First down.
Reading up on some of the activity in the Cleveland camp. A lot of these Browns can't understand why, for the life of them, the Dallas Cowboys ever let Amari Cooper get away.
But they're glad that they have him. This is a really nice job of moving Cooper before the snap and then creating a stack so he can just run the slant back inside. So a really nice job of moving him around, and Brissett having himself a pretty nice game here so far. 8 of 10, 91 yards and a touchdown.
Under center, just past midfield, under center. Handoff, off tackle, nothing. Maybe a yard for Hunt. Not much there at all. Yeah, I agree, Tony.
Phil, Nate Boomer, and Coach Bill Cowher, #1 fan of Adam Archuleta, for all the latest NFL scores and highlights, all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report.
There was an expectation today, Greg, that Wyatt Teller would be able to play, one of the best guards in the NFL. He's not out there right now, so it's his backup, Yelda Frohold, who's in the game right now.
Handoff, off tackle, Hunt, nice run. Down to the 40. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Wyatt Teller has been battling an injury to his left calf. Didn't play the last 2 games.
They really felt like Teller would be able to go, but again, the strength of this offensive line is inside between he and Batonio running the football. They're still a good offensive line, but there's no doubt they are much better when Teller is in the game.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Hunt didn't get it. Got stuffed. 4th down.
Look at how fast Baker sees this and comes up inside and just smacks Kareem Hunt dead in the backfield. You saw Landon Roberts earlier get to Nick Chubb. That time it was Baker. That's how you stuff the run. What a play.
Kevin Stefanski leaves his...
They're going to go for it. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. They got to run. They won't do well passing. They're going to pass. Throws incomplete. Peoples-Jones. Is there a flag? No flag. No flag. Turnover, Miami. What's up, Read 'em and Weep? Welcome in. Unbelievable. Went for it at midfield. Wow. Went for it at midfield. Man, that's crazy. Well, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at. We're just trying to get things going here on the channel today. If you're brand new to us, say hello in the chat. We would love to welcome you in. We're just calling some football, having some fun. In a great game here with Miami and the Brownies, which is important in the AFC, actually. Really important in the AFC. And we are glad you're here. Glad you're here. Commercial break. I'm going to take a break for a second just to rest my voice for a second and introduce you to somebody that is supporting us. So I'll be right back here in just a second. Let's go here.
For all your weather needs, look to Weather or Not with Jesse on Instagram. Daily weather reports, watches, warnings, storm photos, and more. Jesse covers them all. If you would like a weather report for your area, contact Jesse today on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or email.
Check out our friend Sam Welby. He's the experience. He does a lot of great hockey, especially Toronto. Does a lot of great Toronto hockey. Excellent creator. Sam Welby, the experience, everybody. Does a good job. Does a good job. Coming back here in our game, hopefully here in just a second. Waiting for them to work through the what they've got going. Drives me nuts.
We're gonna walk you like a rented wheel, brother.
I got to go back and binge watch this Yellowstone show. It looks pretty good.
In 4 days, welcome to Pickle, the biggest celebrity pickleball tournament ever.
I expected more of you.
Stephen Colbert hosts Pickle, benefiting Comic Relief, Thursday night at Central on CBS.
Interesting.
On Paramount Plus.
Oh, look at that shot. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Goodyear. You look at that, and it's hard to believe that only a few days ago a major storm came very near here.
All right, here we go.
10-7, Dolphins.
Fish on top.
The line of scrimmage to Miami, 42. And first down. Miami
1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, going to throw. Pressure, throws it down the field. Caught by Hill. He just threw up a rainbow, but we got a flag. What is the flag? Got to be defensive something or other.
So let's see where everything stands.
This throw, when you watch to it, this throw comes out before, not as he's coming out of his break, before he's coming out of his break.
The field was a completed pass. Illegal contact.
Doesn't matter. First down. Taki on the defensive penalty.
You can't stop this play because before he even started his break, this ball came out. And so you have no chance as a defensive back to recover with that kind of speed. And that's the timing savant.
Shotgun formation.
Huge difference. You marry timing with this kind of speed.
Handoff off the middle. First down. Wilson gets the first down run.
So take a look at this trade.
We got a touchdown for the Chiefs.
I think you put this one down as an all-timer, right? I mean, when you make a trade like that, you never know who you're going to be able to get when you make that trade. But, I mean, how unbelievable is this? And I do think that, Bradley Chubb, once he gets comfortable here, he can really help this defense. You know they're always going to be able to blitz. But to be able to have the balance to be able to just rush four can be huge for this defense.
Wilson breaks another tackle down to the 23. All right, we're glad Matt's here with us. YouTube's acting crazy today. I don't think it's Matt's fault. I think it's YouTube. They've been dropping signal left and right.
I mean, that hole is just a monster. Now, we go back and you look at, the Dolphins, and you watch Baker and Roberts, how they're flying in the hole on run. Well, when you're worried about play action,
Miami got the ball again, back up center. They're going to keep running, I bet. Handoff, yep, handoff to Wilson. Off tackle, gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Down inside the 5, I believe.
The greatness of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, where you find Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 18 yards out, and the Kansas City Chiefs don't take a 14-0 lead.
2nd and 1 here in our game. 2nd and 1. I keep feeding him. Up the middle, doesn't get much there. That's Moser. They brought in the other back. He doesn't get the first down. Why would you take Mr. Wilson out? That's stupid. He's running like crazy unless he asks for to come out.
And when you put stuff on tape, it's always, what do they do that strikes fear? Does an offense strike fear? Well, the Dolphins do. And these linebackers know that where's the one place they can get hurt in the passing game? It's in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So they've seen it all week.
3rd down. 3rd and 1.
But now they're late to react to the run. And that's why you're seeing these offensive.
Wilson's back in now.
And these monster holes up and open up for Wilson. On the direct snap. From the man in motion. And
Direct snap. Did he get it?
Very close to one if he didn't get it at about the 13-yard line.
They're going to say no. 4th down, looks like.
Short of the first down. Durham Smythe was the man in motion, stops and takes the snap right there.
Minnesota kicks a field goal.
And here they go. On
4th and 1, they didn't get it.
Jeff Wilson is not going to get it.
He's not going to get that one because he ran right up into the group of everybody.
Grant Delpit in on yet another
Turnover.
Cleveland defense.
Cleveland ball.
And the Dolphins will turn it over on downs to the Cleveland Browns.
Wow. We'll jump over to the red zone for a minute and listen in over here.
Under pressure, and he gets bailed out with a great catch by Rashid Shaheed.
11 screens.
Lunging for it, trying to get back to
when
the
I have
ball.
everything
Don't
hooked up.
get rid of it.
I only
There's
have like
Shaheed.
7 hooked up
Shaheed
today.
has just been electric in the right here, coming off the ball. Watch him just work back to your quarterback. Know he's in trouble, and then the hands to come.
That was a
down with
huge
it.
stop
Everything
for the
that he
Browns.
does is
Massive
very
stop for the
not
Browns.
much.
Back for the 2-minute warning. Let's add Soldier Field, Chicago.
We're listening to the red zone during the timeout, everybody.
2-minute warning for Justin Fields in Lions territory in the red zone on the 18.
The fullback in motion to block.
Taysom Hill, nowhere to go.
One tackle, but
Khalil Herbert who had a nice kick return earlier. Not a lot of running room either.
New Orleans ain't doing much today.
December, and it's 2nd down.
Let me check back over, see if they're coming back yet.
To the first
Thank you,
half
Peanut, for
most
dropping that up
in
there.
the NFL. It's the best point differential in the National Football League. They try.
I don't want to miss them coming back here for our game as soon as they do.
The holidays.
Nope, still at a commercial. Still at a commercial. Can't believe
Averaging
Pittsburgh winning at
225
home.
for the season, but 225 at each of the last 4. Fields set a single game regular season rushing record of 178 last week. And now Fields complete inside the 5.
And Chicago's playing a lot better lately, that's for sure. Chicago playing a lot better lately. Browns are 3 or 5. What are they with Mayfield? I have no idea. No idea. It's too hard to even speculate that. In my mind, it is. Too many variables to make a quantifiable answer.
Visa. Anyone can change the game with the power of Visa. And by Chipotle. For real.
School action in the area. Northwestern 39-0. That is the alma mater of one Amari Cooper.
All right, here we go.
So the Browns take over at their own 15-yard line. These Dolphins have rushed for 89 yards today. That's what they average.
It's been impressive.
So Nick Chubb in the backfield. Fake to Chubb. Brissett steps up and throws.
Brissett steps up and throws. Nice job.
To about the 27-yard line is Harrison Bryant. That brings us to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. We'll stay right here. I ain't going anywhere.
10-7 Dolphins.
2-minute warning. At halftime, we'll listen into the red zone. That way we got something going on for halftime. I don't think they're going to be as good when Watson comes back. Everybody thinks they're going to be crazy. People don't forget, he didn't do nothing in Houston. You know? He really didn't. And in the big picture, he didn't do anything. And I get, the cast around him may be better in Cleveland, all that. I get that. But I'm talking the intangibles. I'm talking reading defenses. I'm talking reacting. I'm talking quantifiable decisions on the plays that he was making. He didn't do anything to impress me. You know, he did not step up from leaving Clemson and coming out of there. So I don't think he's going to be this world savior and they're going to be that great. I think Cleveland is still where Cleveland belongs. Maybe one win more than that, but quarterback that's filled in has done a great job. And I wouldn't be surprised. They start off week 10 against Houston. I wouldn't be surprised Houston beats them that week. You know, just because it's going to be a big emotional game. We'll see. I could be wrong. But, you know, I haven't seen anything. It's just like I haven't seen much out of Russell Wilson. Now, he did just throw a touchdown, and Denver's finally on the board. But Russell Wilson, his last year with Seattle wasn't that great. And I didn't think he was all that, honestly, at this point in his career. I think his arm strength is down. And he hasn't really done it this year. Now, he just did hit Virgil or somebody over there. The guy was wide open and wasn't a bomb, but ends up being a long pass play, but it isn't really. So we'll see. If he does play well, Cleveland could be exceptional. They got a lot of great talent there. They really do. Running backs, they're top of the league in running back quality. They got incredible defense. What's up, Dirk? Welcome in, buddy.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile. More 5G bars in more places. And
Still not impressed.
Best Buy. Shop Black Friday deals right now.
We'll see. I just don't see it. I think they way overpaid that guy. And they tried to set a precedence which could end up killing the NFL if they had to start guaranteeing pay for everybody.
But this Miami Dolphin team has shut down the Browns' ground game. Here's a 1st and 10.
Chubb, short run. Give it more to him. Chubb's one of the best running backs in the entire league.
On the season, 13 carries of 20 or more yards. That was the most in the NFL coming into this.
Bears are on the board over in their game.
7 yards.
Credit the Dolphins and have really done a nice job up front.
Brissett outside. That's Chubb on the receiving end.
What's up, Marco Latini? Welcome in. Great to see you. Yes, they did. It was a great game over there. Great game over there, buddy.
They have not allowed the Browns to get going on the ground.
Here's a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 for Cleveland. They have not done well yet today on this. See if they can change that pattern. Pressure coming. Gonna get hit. Sacked. He's down. Miami all over him on that one.
Christian Wilkins, Melvin Ingram.
Well, this is what they want. They want Ingram coming off, or Chubb off of one side.
Texas football, Houston, welcome in.
Look at what they do to both of these tackles. You get 2 edge rushers. Look at what Ingram does. He just drives Conklin back.
Oh, these are 2 solid teams. It's going to be a good game, but
he can go to work on the inside. That is what they are looking for. Ingram has had a really nice impact this year on this defense, rushing the passer. Chubb, they're expecting him to be an elite rusher, and then now you can get to the inside with Wilkins, who can be very slippery against some of those inside offensive linemen to be able to clean.
they're going to punt. Cleveland to punt. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. 1:31 left in a half. On the run, nice catch. Oh, upended with a shot. Going to start right near midfield. That's a good comment, Tony. All right, so we will listen into the red zone at halftime. That'll be the way we keep up with all that's going on. We appreciate y'all being in here today, hanging out with us. I'm keeping an eye on the red zone myself. KC just got a big complete. Oh! Smith-Schuster just got knocked into next week. Oh, my God, he got killed. Holy hell. I got to rewind that, see if I can get that on a short. Hold on, everybody. Where's my other controller? What a hit on Smith-Schuster. Let me get my phone ready. Might take me just a second here while we're at commercial. I'll put this out on a short. My God.
They're trying to figure that one out. We want to warn you here, Juju Smith-Schuster just got hit. This might be...
I got to rewind it just a second. There we go.
They're trying to figure that one out. We want to warn you here, Juju Smith-Schuster just got hit. This might be uncomfortable to watch. Juju with a big catch. He got drilled by Andre Cisco. And then you can see... Not easy to look at. Juju Smith-Schuster down there. And there's a flag.
Wow. I got to turn that back down. Juju Smith-Schuster just got laid out in the Kansas City game. He's done for the game. There's no way they'll let him come back in. Oh, my God. Who has the KC game? I don't know. I'm doing my games here, Jack. Wow. That was incredible. Let me get that over to the other channel. We're at a commercial break. 2-minute warning right here. Holy heck fire. All right, let's get ours back up.
Horizon halftime report. Miami quarterback Keon Crossins helped to the dressing room during that timeout. And Anthony Bell.
All right, here we go. Miami with the ball. Tua dumps it out. Short gain. Mostert on the game. I'll let you listen to this while I'm working.
The Dolphins had used one as we went to the break. So coming up on 1 minute to play. Sideline, complete and out of bounds to Mike Gesicki.
Such a good job, Greg, of working the high-low. And they're going to bring Hill underneath, and then that means that the corner, he doesn't drop. This is a zone coverage, and in this situation, especially in a 2-minute drill, you've got to play deep to short. The corner didn't sink, and so Tua, he's going to take that. The tight end has easy position on the safety. That is way too easy against an offense like this.
Tua, that's incomplete. Fans want a flag. There is no flag. Sione Takitaki hitting the intended receiver, Jeff Wilson.
It did look like he may have tackled him before the ball got there, so it certainly looked like it in real time. I think that one is...
You know what? Looks like it in slow motion, too.
Real time, slow motion. I think the fans here might have a point.
2nd and 10. Coming to this side of the field, and that's complete to Trent Sherfield. And he's out of bounds, stopping the clock at 49 seconds.
One thing I do think that the Browns, they were caught off balance a little bit by the run game. But I do think that they have done a good job of taking away the middle of the field. And you see, a lot of times in this first half, Tua, he is looking down the middle, and then they force him to dump it off to the outside to his backs in the check down. So I do think they have done a really good job of taking away what the Dolphins want to do.
3rd and 6. Tua going to the other side of the field, and the catch is made by Jalen Waddle. And out of bounds for a first down. What a throw, what a catch.
It was. Look at the break on this football inside. I thought there was... If that ball was absolutely perfect. If he throws that 6 inches inside or low, it's an interception. Newsome got such a good break on that football, but that ball placement, you couldn't put it in a better place. That was, I know it's just a little out, but that was the best throw of the day right there by Tua. Exceptional on a key down.
Keeps the drive alive, running out of time on the snap. They got the snap off, and Tua, with time, over the middle, complete, inside the 15 to the 13 goes Mostert. And they use a timeout here to stop the clock at 37 seconds to play. We'll take a break. We're back in 30 seconds after this from AT&T 5G.
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible. And you'll get our best deal.
Nice, but everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
All right, I'm going to have this video in just a second to show you. I'll update these scores. I know teams are driving. Looks like Minnesota's driving in their game. And Pittsburgh driving again in their game. This was a huge hit on Smith-Schuster. I'm going to put it out in just a second.
Including up to $800 off iPhone 14 Pro. Are you coming for my job?
Welcome back, everyone. 37 seconds to play here in a most entertaining first half. Dolphins looking to add to a 3-point lead. They now have 1 timeout remaining.
So if you're the Browns right now, Hill, he got a touchdown last week, but he is not the premier target. The premier target is Gesicki and Jalen Waddle, who have been, done the most damage this year in the red zone.
Are they calling it? Touchdown, Miami! Sherfield on the catch.
It doesn't get any better than that. What a play. What a play right there. Martin Emerson, it looks like he secures that ball and is able to drag both of those feet, but that is such a pretty play. And what a way to go into halftime. Beautifully done.
Sherfield's first touchdown catch of the season. Extra point is good. 32 seconds on the clock, and the Dolphins do a pretty good job in the closing seconds of the first half.
Oh, would you look at that?
Jerry, you gotta see this. Saying it. Trust me, after 15 walks.
What a nice touchdown. All right, let me get this up for you guys. It is done. Let me give you the link.
To the moon.
Did they call it targeting? I didn't see it wrote off if they did. It was just a heck of a hit.
Was really coming together. Until disaster struck. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. We're ready for the holidays, so you're ready for what's next.
Oh, hey. Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone and a finger. Just go to vroom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, then tap to buy. That's it. No sales speak, no wasted time. Just straight up great cars. Right from your phone to your driveway. Go to vroom.com and pick your favorite. Oh yeah, she digs it. Buy your car on vroom.com. Vroom. Get in.
Ah, like a dumbass.
New Wednesday. I can't get over where it's made.
All right, here it is.
A new amazing race. Wednesday after Survivor on CBS.
A new sports class.
There you go. There it is right there. Took me a minute.
Hello, the biggest celebrity pickleball tournament ever. The competition is a really big deal. Let's hope this doesn't get weird. Pickle, Thursday, 9, 8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
We want you to know Salute to Service is a year-round effort by the NFL and its long-standing military and veteran support partners to honor, empower, and connect with our nation's military community. Learn about the NFL's impact work with its Salute to Service partners by visiting NFL.com/salute. The Dolphins hosted an exclusive screening of the film Devotion for military and service members at the Baptist Health Training Complex Auditorium. Players joined military members from Air Station Miami, SOC South, Wounded Warrior Project, and Miami Veterans Affairs to view the film.
I hope he's all right, too. He's going to be on protocol, that's for sure. Here they come. Cleveland bringing it out. 15 out to the 18 and stop there. 27 seconds on the clock.
Just in case you're wondering, these Miami Dolphins have won 26 straight.
Let me get the scores updated.
That's the longest active streak in the league. And they get the ball to start the
14-0.
Such a huge drive.
7-3.
I was really impressed. It's no different than the way it's been the last couple games, but they hadn't been good, the Dolphins, on third down, but you saw Tua make a money throw to Waddle on third down, and then just a beauty in the back of the
They just going to take a knee or what?
to Trent Sherfield.
27 seconds and 2 timeouts for Brissett. Cuts this one loose and across the 25 to the 26 yard.
Out to the 26 with a flag. Out to the 26 with the flag. Refs are talking about it.
There were 2 fouls by the offense on the play. Tripping, number 78. His penalties declined. Holding, number 71. The penalty will be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
So Willis guilty of the hold. Wills, rather. You know, people sometimes wonder about that ploy of deferring the opening kickoff and taking the kick in the
Told you.
This is when it works out.
Oh, you got it. Getting a double dip is one of the great joys of life, Greg.
Are we talking Dunkin' Donuts or are we just talking football?
Any application. Chips and salsa, football.
Handoff.
Give it to
Hunt.
Hunt. Another penalty marker flies.
Another penalty. They should just end this half.
To about the 16.
Good Lord. They're just going backwards.
Holding, offense, number 78. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
That's the right tackle, Jack Conklin, and with 17 seconds on the clock, the Browns getting real close to taking a knee and taking this into the locker room.
Yes, I would say that
They should just take a knee.
it would be the right thing to do, but you never know. You might be able to pop a run. You know, both these backs, you pop a run, it's possible.
Pop a run. They're 95 yards away from. That's the dumbest comment I've ever heard. What's up, Greg?
A run here as Brissett takes a knee, and the teams will go to the locker room on a strong arm.
There you go. Halftime.
14 of 17 for 154 yards and 2 touchdown passes. That is is the end of our first half of the score. The Miami Dolphins 17, the Cleveland Browns 7. Halftime is next. After these first half highlights from Verizon, and there were a bunch of them, and a word from your local station.
Happy holidays, Mr. Scrooge.
Where is that? Oh. No wonder I can't find it.
Tis the season to switch to Verizon.
All right, we're going to listen to the Red Zone while we're doing this. At halftime, we're going to listen to it. Did Buffalo get in yet? I haven't seen it yet. You're putting it in too quick. I guess they're going to score a touchdown. Oh, you know why? I think my thing's behind, Mar. I don't think I went all the way out. Nope, I didn't. That's why. My fault.
Russell Wilson nearly 200 yards passing. In the first 7 plays, there were 4 penalties, including the big one on Aquanu. They play the drive for the Broncos. 3rd and 9. Wilson hanging in there. Now Wilson's to the end zone.
Wow, Wilson almost threw one in the end zone. We are at halftime of our game, everybody. Halftime of our game, in case you're wondering.
Russell had nowhere to go and chose to throw it into.
We are listening to the Red Zone, just chatting. That's what we do on our channel during these Sunday games when we've got the Red Zone and all the content. If you're brand new, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in. We always are about that. Denver's about to kick a field goal in their game. Denver's winning. Did I say that out loud?
On the quick tackle, but it's enough to move the chains with 45 seconds and counting. I got to give Cisco credit. Obviously, the hit was
Denver winning at Tennessee. Are you kidding me? Come on. Denver winning at Tennessee.
He went right, and he's starting to do that more and more, I'm seeing. So timeout called by Jacksonville. Coming up again, Boomer, Nate. They're swapping stories here about what they're watching. Coach Cowher, JB, the quarterback, next to Super Bowl champion quarterback Bill Sims. Verizon halftime report.
Don't like Kirk Cousins, huh, Greg?
And let's go down to Tracy while we have a moment.
Just a few injury reports as we saw the hit to the head to Juju Smith-Schuster. He is in the locker room. He is ruled out. He is in concussion protocol. Special teams ace.
Hope Juju Smith-Schuster is okay. Obviously, as Tracy Wolfson updates his status.
Yeah, he was hit hard.
Before the half case. Let's see if players out. He tries to handle there.
Can you come here, please?
Or he could get sacked at the 35.
Mahomes just threw another touchdown.
This one, they know Kelsey's going to be right down here. That's it right there, and now they're going to get.
No, the backup's not in, Tony. It is what's his face? It is Russ. Alexa off. Oh, Cousins almost threw another interception. Almost got through another interception. I don't know what he saw either. Let me just check the Browns Dolphins. I don't think they're back yet. It's too soon to be back. They're still doing the highlights. Does he have it in the first half?
But he brings so much more than that.
And he's teaching this young team how to be pros.
Hey, bud. Can you help me with this? Give her, dump this out. Give me a fresh thing. What do you got going? How's that going? Those are the cords we got for whenever we can do it.
We are ready for the third quarter at Soldier
You want to? Are we thinking of doing some of that? When are we thinking about doing something like that? Huh? Well, you sure you're okay? All right. He might be colorblind. Wow, the Bears are stepping up and playing some defense, huh? I wish we could order some Dunkin' Donuts. Huh? Or is Amber here? Oh, no, she's not. Dunkin' Donuts and a drink or something. I can't, man. Do something. No, not doing that, Tony. See if she will.
November and December. That's amazing. Nobody. That's crazy. They got hit when he threw it incomplete. Trying to go to Zay Jones. And 23 straight wins in November or December.
I don't think you can understand how difficult. I think that's a testament to two things, right? One, Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy's ability to adjust as the season goes on to what teams are doing. And so he's evolving his team, and they make it more challenging schematically. And two, you've got one of the great generational quarterbacks of all time who shows up when the season gets
a couple of drinks. Why don't you go to the 7-Eleven down in town? Oh, nice pass there. Jacksonville, nice pass.
And this is the first round draft pick, McDuffie out there, 21, having the first catch on him this year, but what a throw.
33 yards.
Dime.
33 yards.
Marvin Jones, and this ball is perfectly placed and great catch.
What did Trevor tell us? You can put it anywhere close to Marvin. He's going to come down with it.
You're exactly right.
Timeout called by Jacksonville.
Uses leverage well, stacks his defender on that one, but
wow,
that was
something.
That was a big time play. You needed that. Going into this half, if they just go 3 and out there, punt, and it's 20-0, you're sitting here going, we're just like, look like we're a college team almost in some ways, where it looks like the big brother's kind of just taking it to the little brother. And right there, you need some emotional aspect, right? Obviously, the points that's going to provide you. And then on top of it, the emotional aspect to feel like we can do this. Because there has to be a belief if you really think you're going to come back.
And you get the ball to start the second half. So if you can put something up here, there is hope. Lawrence, he's going to run for it. Look at him go. Down to the 10, he dives. By the way, getting blown out, another timeout called by Jacksonville, the last one at 19 seconds. They have not been blown out by anyone this year. Every loss, all 6 of them, 1 possession losses.
Yeah, that's true, Jim. That's actually a great point. I haven't thought of it to see Lawrence. He's going to be fine. Regardless of today, I really think this kid is special. He just needs reps, experience in this system. It's his first year in this system, and they're asking him to do a lot, and he's handling it well, but I think he'll take off in year 3 and 4. But to your point,
let's see if we're back. Yeah, we are listening into the red zone right now.
Nobody does this.
As we're waiting for our game to come back.
Handled the charge.
The Verizon Halftime Report, the network America relies on, and the
still halftime.
And that's the thing, they've led in every game, right? There's 6 blown leads. Last week they finally came back and ended the 5-game losing streak.
They're out of timeouts. First and goal.
How good is Kansas City to do that to a team that's really, pretty formidable?
Backpedaling, firing. Zay Jones got hit hard, but he got out, which is key, really key.
Saw the ref throw his hat, and that was because the offensive player, the other guy, ran out of bounds, which means you throw your hat on the ground because he can't come back in and catch the ball first, right? Can't touch it.
Jags offense wasn't sure whether or not he was inbounds or out. So they hurried to the line, but he was ruled out to stop the clock at 15.
A young quarterback. So here we go, right here. You probably have, definitely 2 downs here. You cannot take a sack. You've got to be telling in the young quarterback's ear, here's the play, get up. He's changing the play. He's got to play against man-to-man. Throw it right away. All-out pressure. Get it off.
Barely beat the play clock to the end zone. The ball is caught, and it's a touchdown.
Wow, touchdown.
Christian Kirk. And he's had quite the half. Other than the drop early in the game, he's been outstanding. Probably the top player so far the first half. What a big-time drive by Trevor Lawrence. Has to have it. Down 20-0 on the road.
They were down 20-0. Am I doing? Yes, I do the Sunday night game. Absolutely.
What could you do to solve the problem?
We could get Xfinity.
That's actually super adult of you to suggest.
I can't wait to squat up.
I love it when you talk nerdy to me. Guys, we're still in session, and I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we built our sportsbook app for Maryland with more ways to bet, more ways to fund your account, more ways to cash in, and more ways to cash out. With payouts delivered straight to your bank account in as little as 2 hours. You want more, Maryland? You got it.
When are they doing this?
Coming to Maryland. Right now, get $100 in free bets.
Doesn't say when they're doing that in Maryland. Wow, they're cleaning up all the bots on me right now, which is good because I don't. Bots don't watch my stuff, but it stinks when you think you're.
Tacoma right now with low 3.49% APR, or take 4.29% financing on the all-new Tundra. Or check out a 4Runner with the best resale value of any off-road SUV for 22, according to Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com. Visit your Toyota dealer and reserve yours today. Toyota
Should be starting up here in just a second.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium, where the Miami Dolphins are leading it at halftime by a score of 17-7. Let's take a look at our first half highlight. Presented by State Farm, and boy, Tua has been a one-man highlight reel in the first half. Look at this pass to Trent Sherfield for the touchdown. And so far, so good. And reason to dance for the Miami Dolphins. Welcome back, everyone. Greg Gumbel along with Adam Archuleta. He's been fun to watch today.
Well, they sure have. And look, Cleveland started out fast and aggressive in that first quarter. And it took a minute there for Miami, but how they finished in the second quarter was strong. And how they did it wasn't really about Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. It was about getting everybody else involved. A strong run game. And then it was Tua spreading it around to 7 different players in this game. As the game went on, he got hotter and hotter. There's Waddle on a nice crosser. His first touchdown of the game to Alec Ingold on a pass play. And then right before half, just a beauty down the field to Trent Sherfield. 14 of 17, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I'm really kind of surprised that the Cleveland running game really hasn't been there today. I thought Brissett had a really strong first half, but I am surprised to see only 30 yards rushing from the Cleveland offense.
Something else we talked about, in fact, all weekend long we've talked about it, is how the Cleveland Browns would need to pressure Tua. That hasn't happened with any significance yet.
Well, because of the timing and the way he's gotten the ball out of his hands, and quite honestly, it's been his pocket presence. That's been a strength of his as this season has gone on. I do think that the Browns secondary, they have covered pretty well, considering the fact that Waddle and Hill haven't been a factor, and they've taken away the middle of the field better than most teams have been able to do against Miami. But the run game, the balance, it's a good second quarter for the Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert is deep. And our second half is underway. This one is short. Mostert from his own 7-yard line. To the 20, to the 25, and out across the 30. And we go down to A.J. Ross.
Greg, Browns coach Kevin Stefanski used the metaphor. They've been stubbing their toe too much on the offense between penalties, sacks, and a limited run game. He says it's hard to get into a rhythm. On defense, he added they have to find answers to stop the run. Meanwhile, Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel mentioned wanting a balanced attack, and he said he's found success via the air and the ground today with his team, especially Jeff Wilson Jr. He also pointed to their pass rush. He says he wants to get more turnovers off of that, guys.
Yeah, not much for the Miami Dolphins to complain about halfway through this game. They've done everything pretty much the way they've wanted. Jeff Wilson and Ingold in the backfield to start off. And Tua to throw. Outside. That's Wilson. And Wilson down the sideline, bumped out of bounds by Deion Jones.
Well, one thing that stands out is, as I kind of mentioned, is how it's a little bit of a different look than we're used to. It's been dominated this season by Hill and Waddle. And I think that the run game in this game, and I asked Mike McDaniel about the balance. They're so pass dominated, and for good reason. And he felt like they could be a 50-50 run team, that, you know, they were getting better in that area. It's just the way the games have gone. They've been so pass heavy, but they really felt like they could run the football.
This is Wilson to midfield. Right now, it looks like everything the Dolphins dial up is really working according to the way they want.
Well, that's the mark of a good offense. And look, I think already it's only been 2 games, but you've seen what an impact that Jeff Wilson has been on this offense. You know, he's been a Mike McDaniel favorite for a long time. He scouted him coming out of college at North Texas, and already in just 2 games, he's made a difference in the run game.
Tua on the move and throws it, and it's complete. And inside the 45 and to the 40 is Alec Ingold. Talking about Jeff Wilson, he's had himself a day so far, and we're only halfway through the game.
He's averaging 7.6 yards per carry. And you saw him last week pop a couple of big runs as well. Offensive line has been able to open some big holes, but you know, Mike McDaniel feels like he has 2 star backs, both Mostert and Wilson. And you can see he's really good at finding ways to use his players in this offense.
Wilson. And not much there as he is stood up at the line of scrimmage by Alex Wright. Down to AJ.
Well, Greg, and speaking with Mike McDaniel about Jeff Wilson, he said it's rare you can be good at your job and make other people better at their jobs. He just has an it factor and intensity that other guys feed off of. And he also has a special place in his heart as one of the guys that McDaniel drafted at the 49ers. So he's really making a big impact on this Dolphins team immediately, guys.
He is, AJ. Thank you. 2nd and 9.
For the Browns, it's so key. Right now, you've got 2nd and long. You have got to keep the Dolphins in a 3rd and long situation after this play.
Tua still with the ball and throwing. Incomplete on the crossing pattern. It is Gesicki. And that is a first down inside the 25-yard line.
This is really nice awareness from Tua. Watch him clutch because he sees the linebacker Taki in the throwing lane. And what that does, that allows Gesicki to just keep going across the field. I just think Tua is playing with such great awareness right now and just in the zone. And still, the Browns, you have got to find a way to disrupt their timing. The pressure, you've got to get in his face and get him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Here's Mostert with running room to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Yards.
Well, Connor Williams and Robert Jones and Armstead, they just look, they're just 4 or 5 yards deep into that linebacker level. I mean, these holes that the Dolphins are opening up today for these running backs are as big as they've been all season.
Extra point is good. The Miami Dolphins have scored points on 4 of their 5 drives here today. Raheem Mostert finding the end zone here. 24-7 Dolphins.
A breakfast croissant plus seasoned potatoes for $3, and they're redshirting you?
It's just a standard work shirt.
Hey, better stay humble, man.
Thank you, Reggie.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $3 breakfast deal.
Because your lives are forever entwined.
Darling, please be.
Don't forget we're doing the game tonight. Thank you. Don't forget we're doing the game tonight on here. That is going to be the Chargers and the 49ers, Chargers and 49ers. So looking forward to that one. Miami just putting it to them right now. 24-7. Too much offense for Cleveland to handle. And having fun. Their running game's working. Their passing game's working. And up big here. Watching some of the other games, keeping them up. Chiefs over the Jaguars and Giants over Tennessee. All these games are in the third. Saints and the Steelers are tied. Bears are over the Lions. Dolphins over here. Bills over the Vikings. Broncos over the Titans, all in the third quarter, respectively. Trying to get their games all going off here. As soon as they come back, we'll jump back in here and listen to this one. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at, enjoying the games. It's been some good ones. Not as many high-scoring games as I thought there would be today. A little bit more towards the low end. So, stinks for fantasy, right? You want points. I'm always looking for points in fantasy. All right, here we come back. Are we coming back? No, it's a Paramount thing or something. They're talking about all the games they're doing. You're not allowed to broadcast it. Yes, we know that. Go San Fran, you're saying, for tonight. Yeah.
Wilson has rushed for 69 yards for the Dolphins. That man there, Raheem Mostert, with 49 more. You see what they have done compared to what their season average is. And it is all
they're
good
putting it
right
on
now
today.
for the Miami Dolphins.
Wilson runs for 31 more. Give me a bonus.
100 yards, and their best was against the Jets.
Touchback, touchback.
Hey, I want to remind you, the Lions take on the Bills in the 83rd Annual Thanksgiving Day Classic. Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter B.B. Rexha will headline the Thanksgiving halftime
We
show.
will be here
by
for
Verizon,
Thanksgiving, calling the game.
Special guest David Guetta.
Can't
Kickoff
wait.
is at 12:30 Eastern Time, and that is right here on CBS.
Greg, I know you're down right now 24/7, and so you would think that takes out the run game, but I don't think you could ignore Nick Chubb. I think he's still, he's your best player on offense. And Miami's been able to shut him down so far, and then but somehow, some way, they have got to use him to get them going.
This is Chubb.
Chubb up the middle, nothing.
Let's go down to AJ.
Well, Greg, I have several injury updates. Dolphins DN Emmanuel Ogbah has an elbow injury and has been ruled out for this game, as well as corner Keon Crossan with a shoulder injury. He's out. For the Browns safety DeAnthony Bell, he's being evaluated for a head injury, and he will not return to this game, guys.
All right, AJ, thank you.
The Dolphins are already coming into this game wounded in their secondary. That's kind of been one of their stories all season long, and so losing a guy like Crossan really hurts their cornerback depth.
Nick Chubb, 7 carries for 18 yards today. Brissett
incomplete.
Targeting Pharaoh Brown right over the middle, but Jerome Baker hit him hard. And it'll be third down.
These linebackers playing tough, both Roberts and Baker. Perfect timing right there. So right now, Brissett has to find a way to be at his best. This is a critical drive right now because
they got to score. They're done.
Right now, Miami, they have everything going for them. They scored right before halftime. They just went right down the field. So right now, Brissett's going to have to bring his best stuff and try and pick up this first down.
He needs the 35-yard line for a first down.
Throws down the field. Deep out. No good. On the ground.
Launch it deep.
Incomplete.
It is incomplete. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the intended receiver. We have a penalty marker down. Back around the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be on Miami.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 94. This is a 15-yard penalty.
Saw that one coming. Saw that completely coming.
I think it's a tough call right there because you're afforded 2 steps. And they look at the 2 steps, and I feel like Wilkins hit him.
within 2 steps before the second foot hit the ground, and it looked to me also like Wilkins made an attempt not, he kind of rolled off of him. I think that's a tough call, but nonetheless, that is huge for the Browns.
They keep possession of the ball now at their own.
All right, coming up under center. They're trying to figure something out. Shotgun. Jump back. Throws it complete. Chubb got about 7 or 8. Miami's just all over them quick.
You saw that call. What'd you think?
What they're looking at and why they call this, and I do agree, is that when Wilkins does hit him, yes, he's within 2 steps, so that part is fine. When he does land, though, they are looking for...
Handoff, fakes it, gonna throw, about to get hit again! Throws it incomplete. Wow. He has no time to throw, none. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1.
You're the man, Gene. I defer. I defer to Gene.
Yeah, we haven't reached the stage this season yet where we argue with Gene. No. Thanks, Gene. 3rd and 1.
Hunt in motion. Handoff, Chubb up the middle. Got it. Got a couple extra yards down to about the 46. 41, correction, 41.
By Javon Holland, because it looked like Chubb was almost going to be able to shake free. Good job getting to the line of scrimmage, and then it's Holland just hanging on for dear life.
That 8-yard run, Cleveland's longest run of the day.
Chubb off the left side, nothing.
Well, when you look at it, they're really this defense, their strength up front 7, is they have good run players with Wilkins inside, Sealer inside. Their edge players with Jalen Phillips have always played good against the run. Their backers, Roberts and Baker, they're pretty good inside against the run. Again, they've gotten hurt from some scrambling quarterbacks this season. But they do not make it easy to run the ball inside.
Brissett, shotgun. Looking to throw, 2nd and 8. Pressure coming, going to run for his life. Takes off down to the 30, first down. Drops down at the 23, roughly there. First down.
Really nice job from Brissett.
Bears just scored again.
Look at the tape from last week, and you saw how good Justin Fields was on 3rd down, and I said, is that part of your 3rd down package to have quarterback scrambles? And certainly not the athlete of Fields, but he is an underrated scrambler, and that was a nice job picking it up.
This is Kareem Hunt.
Hunt hit in the backfield. Almost at the point of taking the ball, he got hit. They're getting serious penetration.
Wilkins has made a name for himself as one of the top run stuffers inside in the National Football League. He's slippery. He's got great power, but
when you watch him on tape, he's really good at just playing off of blocks and not letting the offensive line getting a good target on him. Once again, he's able to get Hunt before he can get started.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11, shotgun to the throw.
Brissett finds his man, and diving inside the 20 is Donovan Peoples-Jones.
3rd down.
So this is a 3rd down.
The Browns, they're in this drive, they're playing the small ball game. And so for the Dolphins, that's fine. Make them throw it underneath, rally up and tackle. But when you play the small ball game, now what becomes critical is your situational, your 3rd down, your red zone. Who's going to be better in these critical situations?
Third and 4. He's looking deep.
Brissett.
What?
Gonna go for it all.
End zone nothing. Incomplete.
Peoples-Jones was
wasn't even there
so
catchable. That was dumb.
Justin Bethel.
Why is he doing that?
And that'll bring the field goal unit on for the Browns.
No, it's a tough decision. You'd love to be able to get 7 points and try to climb yourself out of a lead here, but I think the Dolphins have made it tough. So you've got 4th and 4, getting the points here. let your defense get back on the field is really the only choice.
York, in his first 4 games this season, was 8 out of 8 in the field goal department. The last 4 games, he's been 6 for 10. This one from 37 yards
up,
out.
And it looks good, and it is.
To play in the third quarter. Cleveland puts 3 more on the board. They trail 24-10.
24-10, just under 7
With an
minutes.
Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion.
Watching over there, looks like the, I don't know, Pittsburgh might be going for a field goal in their game. Trying to keep you up to date on all the scores back there. And at the bottom of our chart, up to date as much as humanly possible. Usually pretty close. Houston's trying to come up back against the Giants. That's a crazy game. Fernando Nunez Valesco. Welcome in, Fernando. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you. If you're in the chat, say hello. And Pittsburgh is going to try for a field goal here. I'll see if they get it. See if they get it. Boom, it's up, and was that no good? Wow, they missed a field goal against New Orleans. At home, wow. Shanked a field goal at home. That's nuts. Man, you can't be missing field goals and stuff, especially at home. You got to try to hit something. That's incredibly important, right? Now, that just barely fits. Is that locked on me? I'm still, we're at a commercial break here, everybody. We're in between possessions here. There we go. That's locked in. In between possessions. Okay. Waiting for them to come back here, watching another Patrick Mahomes thing. Houston's driving on New York here, trying to get, they're down by 11. Trying to get back in it.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Verizon, the network America relies on. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Those great aerial shots provided by Goodyear. As Raheem Mostert stands at his goal. One thing the Browns have not been able to produce is takeaways. Miami has not turned the ball over yet today. This one looks returned from the goal line. Mostert
comes out all the way out to the 23.
To the 23-yard line after he was hit by Jermaine Carter. Saturday at 3:30, the SEC on CBS features another huge test for top-ranked Georgia. They go on the road to face number 24 Kentucky. We will get you set for kickoff at 3 Eastern time with college football today. Saturday, the SEC is on CBS.
That's the one that's supposed to be on. There we go. Thank you.
So the Browns hoping that field goal and that march downfield will give them a little bit of momentum. They're going to have to.
All right, let's see what the Browns can do here. I didn't realize that was on. Shotgun, got to throw. Go deep.
Down the far side.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Nice defense by Cleveland on that one.
Denzel Ward was right there with him.
That's really nice coverage down the field. You know, you don't really you see what Ward brings to the table because he does have elite speed, and that's one thing the Browns do have in this secondary. They have guys that can run, and they felt very confident that they'd be able to keep up with these wide receivers. And you've got to say that so far,
shotgun formation,
you got to
second
like
and
the work
10.
this secondary has done against Hill and Waddle.
Not
that
there.
Flipped a little bit behind Jeff Wilson. He couldn't handle it. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
But this right now, the 3rd and 10. you went down the field, you got 3 points, and you have 2 incomplete passes right here. Right now is when you've got to capitalize. For the Browns to climb back in this game, the pressure, the Garrett, Clowney up front, you've got to heat it up. You know, Tua's been very good on third down. You know, that's kind of where he's made a lot of plays, but this has to be your moment for this defensive front to help you get back in the game.
Sure, he steps forward, hits his man over the middle.
Nice.
Jalen Waddle with the catch, and that's a Miami first down. Cleveland got the pressure on the outside. Tua stepped forward.
Well, it starts with the tackles, both one-on-one on Garrett and Clowney. They run them both up the field. You see Tua step up, and right there, on time, on target, it is tough to stop. But that really is made because both of the tackles were able to handle both Garrett and Clowney.
That was a pretty nice catch right there.
Beautiful pocket.
First
for
and
Tua
10.
To step up.
On first down, they'll give it to Wilson, and Wilson
hand off Wilson. Got another 8 or 9.
45 to about
hey, B&P, welcome in. Good to see you.
Grant Delpit, who has had a pretty good game in that secondary for the Browns.
You know, he's been active. It's been...
I'd like to see Wilson get his 30 and get over 100 at least.
Have really made the most out of some pretty big holes up there. I think, you know, that last play was a really good example of when they're playing kind of soft with their safeties. They're doing a nice job, both Tua and McDaniel, of getting into that right play call and taking advantage of less people to defend the run.
Complete, Tua, unbelievable. Hill.
To Tyreek Hill, and Hill
he's loose, out to the 40.
Inside the 40 and out of bounds.
Hill is so fast.
Angles, angles, angles. You got to be able to leverage it from the other side. The safety, Harrison, you can't let him get out the back door, and it doesn't always have to be down the field. I think you've seen that with Hill, but it's tough. You give him a cushion and you don't take the right angle, it can happen just like that.
4:50 to play here in the third. And here the Dolphins are inside the Cleveland 40-yard line. Tua rolls, throws, and that is complete.
Short completion.
On the far sideline to Cedric Wilson. He is finding everybody.
Yeah, he is. This has been an impressive performance today by the Dolphins offense. And, you know, when we came into this game, you know, obviously the focus is on how do they stop Hill and Waddle. And you thought that you'd have to have a great performance.
Tennessee just got in the end zone
to create some havoc for Tua, to not let him get comfortable in the pocket. To me, it's been the work of Tua and the offensive line to pretty much take out the defensive end from Cleveland.
Correction, Jacksonville, but looks like they're pulling it back. Not Tennessee, Jacksonville.
And that is another. Boy, that's spreading the ball.
Yeah, it is. That is.
I mean, if you're in the Cleveland secondary, you go, who do we cover?
Yeah, well, I think you know who to cover. I mean, if you haven't read your scouting report, Greg, you're going to have a tough time in this league. You cover Waddle and Hill first.
That's beyond my pay grade.
Yes.
3.5 to play here in the third.
Handoff again. Short run.
Offensive line continues to open up holes in that Cleveland defense.
Well, Cleveland has struggled most of the year in defending the run. Now, you know, their last game against Cincinnati, you know, they stopped Mixon, but, you know, that was a pass-first offense. That was only 10 runs for 36 yards. But where Cleveland has really struggled has been inside. They haven't been able to get great play from their defensive tackles. You know, early in the season, they had some missed tackles at linebacker in the secondary. But to me, it really starts on the inside of that defensive line. It's really hurt them in the run game.
High snap, Tua handles it, and the pass is complete. And Tyreek Hill can't get away. And he is brought down just short of the 15-yard line.
But really, as I mentioned on that last third down, that third and long, you know, just somebody's got to make a play on third down. That's really the difference. You know, up front, make a play, beat somebody, get to Tua. On the back end, get tight coverage, knock the ball out. The Browns just haven't been able to make enough plays, and they just let the Dolphins keep going, down the field.
Wilson, handoff again.
Mostert inside the 10 to the 5.
No, correction, that's Mostert.
This is like a clinic.
So watch the offensive line, how they fire off and they make contact. Connor Williams, he makes contact with the linebacker. They're 5 yards deep. And so what that tells you is that if you see offensive linemen and they continuously get down the field, somebody up front means they're single block. So somebody up front has to be able to get off that block and make a play. You've got to make an offense to respect you inside, to hold their blocks on the line of scrimmage and let your linebackers and safety run and make plays over the top.
On 1st and goal, this is
Wilson down to
the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal as we come up on 1 minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Look at that balance. 22 runs, 27 passes.
Empty backfield here.
I think that was one of the major questions that when you talk about a playoff run is, okay, we know they can throw
They're
the ball.
throwing, obviously.
They have to have a run game. Can they use a run game?
To the end zone? No.
Incomplete.
Tried to go up top to the tight end,
Gesicki, and defended.
Didn't work.
By Jordan Kunasek.
Oh, that is a really nice play. Oh, he just gets the right hand right on that arm. It looked like Gesicki was able to catch it clean, but Kunasek, as he's going to the ground, he's able to pull that right arm away and make a play.
3rd and goal.
You got Tyreek Hill on the inside here. They
Hill
like to move
on the
quite a
move.
bit.
Crossing play. Hill. Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Simple and easy. (31-10) extra point pending.
You can't cover him inside with no help. You give him inside position with no help, you just can't cover him. Just a nice job by Tua to see the matchup. Sees no help, gives him an accurate football, and Hill's able to do the rest.
Yep, you did call it.
3 touchdown passes on the day from Tagovailoa. Extra point.
He missed that. Oh my
Is
God.
no good.
Missed the extra point.
Tyreek Hill on the receiving end of the TD pass. And Miami pretty much in charge today.
In this market,
Miami
you'll find
in
Fisher
charge
Investments is
today.
different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that
What's up,
generate high
David T?
commissions
Welcome
for you,
in.
right?
No, we don't sell commission products.
Say we'll
We're
jump over to the
fiduciary,
red zone
not the-
for a minute and see what's going on here. Good to see you, David T.
Barkley back in there. He gets it. Barkley takes it.
Giants trying to go up by 3 scores.
2-yard pickup. Clock continues to roll. Roy Lopez, second-year defensive tackle from Arizona, in on the stop. Giants trying to add to their lead.
If you're going to throw the ball, play action 2nd down is when you do it.
Second and goal for the Giants. Give it.
Barkley's easily in. Good Lord. Giants just scored again in their game.
Big statement drive for New York. After the Houston touchdown, the Giants have one of their own. 12 plays, 74 yards.
They just drove it down their throat in the Giants game. They just kept running it, kept running it, kept running it. Still at commercial in the Miami game.
The end zone for the New York Giants as we take you to Kansas City. Jaguars cut it to 10. Mahomes leads the NFL in touchdown passes. He's also thrown 7 straight completions.
If you're bad long enough, you start to get a lot of draft picks, and if you draft correctly, and then I think they hit a home run on their coach as well.
Here's 3rd and 2. Just dump it over to McKinnon. He was left alone. And he's able to
big run there for McKinnon
to the
afterwards.
Jacksonville side of the field, out at the 48.
Kansas City's tough to beat at home. Tough to play at home in Arrowhead.
Go to NFL.
37 seconds left on the clock here in the
37
third
seconds
quarter.
left in the third, and we got a blowout going on.
Tuesdays, streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Jerome Ford, deep for the Browns.
Gonna bring it out. 5, 10. That was dumb. 15, 20. He gets back. He got lucky. He got real lucky there.
These guys are just having fun, aren't you?
I would say so. It's been a long time here in Miami since they've had an offense anything close to this. This is going to be their 3rd game in a row that they've been able to go over 30 points. And it's a lot of fun. There's no doubt about it. I think what's really fun to watch is how they've done it in a different way today than what we've seen this season.
Another throw, Brissett.
Brissett for Chubb.
Nice job.
Chubb.
Small gain.
To about the 30-yard line where he's brought down by Kader Kohu.
What's up, Sean Chandler? Welcome in.
Scrimmage yards today. Jeff Wilson, 101. Raheem Mostert, 88.
Here we go. 180.
Extra added offense for this Miami team.
Chubb, big run.
Left side, breaking through and out across the 45 to about the 48.
That's the first time he's gotten away.
Down.
Welcome in, Juju.
The Browns just can't buy a break today.
Oh, no.
Holding offense number 72. It's a 10-yard penalty to repeat 2nd down, and this is the end of the 3rd quarter.
That is
end of the 3rd. We'll go back over here.
Flag on the right of your screen. It's Deontay Johnson. Kenny Pickett didn't miss a play, went into the medical tent after coming up limping. At the end of that last possession, Mitch Trubisky at one point was throwing the football on the sideline. Pickett came back in as the Steelers were backed up inside the 5. That is now good for 36.
I didn't start Johnson today, it figures.
Longest career completion for Kenny Pickett as he now goes wide to the left. And Najee Harris will carry for around 4.
Wow, Harris got back in after concussion protocol. I can't believe it.
Is facing a 2nd and 2 and has Kansas City on the move after Jacksonville cuts it to 10.
Awesome.
Might be the end of the quarter. We'll see. Mahomes, little head and shoulder fake, and then goes down the sideline. Look at that. Kadarius Toney.
Good, I'll take it. I need Mahomes to get 100 yards.
Call timeout. There is a flag in Arrowhead.
It's going to go against the Jags.
I was waiting to see.
It's against the Jags. That's good. Let's see if we're back yet.
In Pittsburgh, and they're going to a time.
Waiting for our games to come back here.
Tomorrow on CBS.
Is it coming up yet? Oh, yeah. Nope, not yet. Still not back.
I wanted to see him in this offense with Mahomes because you could see his juice, right? He's got some of the quickest twitch. Other guys can run straight line speed like Hardman. Juju's tough physical, does all the other stuff. But
throw the ball to the end zone, please, if you're Kansas City.
Substitution. But he's showing something.
That's what we need. Throw the ball to the end zone.
Get away.
Or fumble
Get
it.
0% APR on the 2023 Tucson, plus 0 payments for 90 days.
Right.
Plus get a $500 first responder or military coupon.
Nope, not the last commercial. Yeah, it looks. I've been watching the highlights of it. It's been kind of chippy.
Or check out a 4Runner with the best resale value of any off-road SUV for 22, according to KellyBlueBooksKBB.com. Visit your Toyota dealer and reserve yours today.
Been a good game nonetheless. I mean, I wish it wasn't a blowout here. Touchdown, Kansas City, Kelsey.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter with our producer, Jonathan Siegel, our director, Mark Grant, Greg Gumbel. Adam Archuleta, A.J. Ross, we go to the fourth quarter. Of course, the rest of our terrific CBS Sports crew. 30-10, Miami. Cleveland, 2nd and 11, and that's Kareem Hunt alongside Brissett in the backfield. Brissett running out of time, gets rid of it to Hunt, and Hunt pulls his way across the field.
Hunt moving the ball.
To about the 32-yard line. It's about 2 yards short of a first down. Jerome Baker, Duke Riley combining for the stop.
It's a nice job by Brissett to just get it out of his hands and then give him a chance here to convert on a 3rd and short.
Hunt on the carry, and he'll get the first down out to the 35.
Greg, I am shocked that we're sitting here to start the fourth quarter.
Hey, what's up, O'Connell?
At 60 yards rushing in this game.
Another first down for Cleveland. I don't know. What do you got? For that plate in the trail.
Week 13 at Houston against the Texans.
Hasn't been allowed to participate and practice outdoors. He has been allowed to meet, but tomorrow he gets to start practicing on the field.
That pass over the middle is complete.
There's a completion.
Inside the Miami 35 to the 33.
And really, the hope was and is that the Browns could somehow just, hang in there and put themselves in a position.
One of those and
to have a shot at the playoffs.
one of these.
For him to come
There you
and
go.
return and hopefully get hot at the end of the season.
This is Chubb.
Chubb.
Up the sideline to the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
You're one guy that's capable of getting you an explosive play that you could probably count on. And you see the rookie Verone McKinley III, he comes in there and tries to run the alley. But, Chubb with just a tremendous run. I'm just surprised.
Looks like Pittsburgh's going to try to kick a field goal.
Make an impact in this game before that last play.
His NFL leading 11th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point is good. And with 13:09 to play in the fourth quarter, Cleveland gets some back. 30-17, Miami. We're coming back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this.
When we were a motorized bicycle company, they said that's fine.
Cleveland got it. Wow.
But you'll never win a race.
I don't know how they got it. I mean, Pittsburgh did. Looked like it was blocked. But still got it to go through. We'll go over to the red zone.
It's 30-17, and because we've got to tell you, Jason Sanders had missed an extra point earlier. So 30-10. Let's get to Kansas City.
Over 30 points a game.
There is the kick by Butker all the way. Hits the official in the back of the end zone. Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, the SEC on CBS. Features another huge test for top-ranked Georgia.
So the reason we went for a kickoff, you're wondering, is because this game here is now going to a TV timeout at the break, at the end of the quarter. But the final play from scrimmage in the third quarter is Jordan Akins on a screen for 45 yards to the 10. So the Texans are in business here. They're in it. They're down 11, and they're going to open up the fourth quarter in the red zone.
Wow.
Back to Trevor Lawrence.
Somebody. Still at commercial in our game.
You can't go on the road and beat a Mahomes team without scoring touchdowns.
There's the pass to Kirk, and he's on first down at the 36. We're going to hurry up to the line.
Christian Kirk in a 17-point game. Quick, let's do it. This is live. DeAndre Swift into the end zone.
Into the end zone for a Detroit touchdown.
Wow.
Touched for 6.
Detroit getting back into it. They're only down by 7 now.
I think he is. Like, you're not the Godfather.
Wow.
New Survivor, Wednesday on CBS.
Detroit's showing a lot of resilience this year.
The
Gotta give him credit.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Corona
Thank you, Sean.
Extra. Find the fine life. Live La Vida Más Fina. And
Need the running back for Houston.
Honda. The power of
To
dreams.
run for 15 yards. I get 15 yards out of him. That'll help.
Well, the Chubb cousins, Nick and Bradley, first played against each other as professionals back in the 2018 season. Nick rushed for 100 yards. Bradley recorded 4 tackles for the Denver Broncos as Cleveland won it by 1, 17-16. Jalen Waddle awaits this kick, won't get a chance to return it.
Touchback.
As it goes into and out of the end zone. I want to remind you, coming up after the game, time permitting, the State Farm post-game show. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cower for all the latest NFL
Tennessee
scores and
just
highlights
scored on
coming
a
up
flea flicker
on the
trick
State
play.
Farm
Unbelievable.
post-game show.
Denver giving up the farm.
Back there in the studio, Boomer Esiason, to see a fellow left-handed quarterback whipping it all over the field.
Yeah, I'm sure they like to stick together, Greg.
Tua looking for more. Incomplete. Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver.
Dalvin Cook just ran a monster run to the end zone. Like 3/4 of the field. I don't know how far a run that was, but it was 60+ yards.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 99.
81 yards. I knew it was long.
First down.
Taven Bryan, the defensive tackle.
Wow.
Guilty of that foul. Taven looking a bit perplexed that he had a flag thrown.
Well, nonetheless, that is a killer because, look, if you can take advantage of an incomplete pass on first down, I mean, that's your best chance to get into this game, to put them in obvious, longer passing situations and try to let your ends get after the quarterback.
They'll go back to the ground game, and this is Wilson, and Wilson to about the 42. Another update. Let's get you back to New York. Coach Bill Cowher, take it away.
Yeah, Greg and Adam, watch Dalvin Cook. He's going to take this handoff, little read play right there. Make one guy miss. When he's even, he's leaving right there. 81 yards. Dalvin Cook will cut the lead now that Buffalo has over the Minnesota Vikings, 27-17. Adam, I think you still would have caught him. Back to you.
Oh, yeah.
In his car, maybe.
Thanks for believing in me.
Tua throws this side and incomplete.
Wow, incomplete. We got a flag now.
Side.
Yep, not live.
Offside. Defense number 90 was lined up offside. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
That's Jadeveon.
Yeah, I saw that, B&B. Giants trying to hold on there.
Well, not the usual game that we've seen from these two wide receivers, but they did start to get going here on their last drive. Really nice catch and run by Tyreek Hill. Waddle on a key third down, and then the touchdown to cap off that drive. Again, modest numbers. I guess they can't always go for over 100. But what an impact these two have had on this team.
Tua throws, and that is complete, and bouncing off the tackler is Trent Sherfield. Sherfield.
Wow, Sherfield with a nice catch and run.
To the 26 of the Cleveland Browns.
Greg, let's not forget about, Hill and Waddle certainly have earned their respect, but Trent Sherfield, How about the game that he has had today?
Detroit just scored a touchdown to tie it defensively.
Favorites from San Francisco, and really has taken over as the third receiver on this team. But he has made some big plays for this offense. And what a catch and run.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting offense number 14. This is a 15-yard penalty, and number 14's first penalty of that type toward potential disqualification. It's 1st and 10, Miami.
Well, that's never good or smart.
He was saying some mean things right there, Greg.
So this backs the Dolphins up to the Cleveland 41.
All the way back. Bootleg, Yankee gonna throw, complete.
Throws, that's complete to Ingold out of the backfield.
Ingold out to the 45.
And he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Deion Jones and Sione Takitaki.
You know what else I've noticed in this game is just how many negative plays have the Dolphins had today? You don't really see many, do you?
No.
It's even, it's not all about just bombing it down the field, but just, they just keep the offense moving. They just keep it in rhythm. They keep it in sync. I think Tua does a really good job of, if it's not there, he quickly finds his outlet and lets them pick up some extra yards. It's really been working well.
And
Miami's going to call
uses
timeout.
A timeout here with the 11:15 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Call in a TO, baby. We'll go back over to the red zone for a little bit.
The longest career play for Warren. Saints do not have a 20-plus yard play today. Here is Warren. They're shifting through tackles. And Tyrann Mathieu finally finishes him off after a gain of 4 on first down.
Let me tell you about a guy named Stephon Diggs. He has 9 receptions on the day for 98 yards. Here's Josh Allen directing traffic. Look at that. Stephon Diggs. That's good for 25.
The one-handed grab. Wow.
Pretty impressive. Against his former team. Wouldn't call that a miraculous catch, but it was pretty good.
Pickett. Rolling. Looking. Throwing
Throws it away.
And it'll be 3rd down.
Pittsburgh winning again at home, man. It's crazy.
Well, Pickens trying to adjust his route. Watch as he comes in here, he's trying to adjust, and he just slips, loses.
See if our game's back yet. I don't think it is.
Social.
Still going through commercials. I like it when you have that.
This is what you were talking about. You kind of simplify.
Or watch, whatever for me.
If the guy's not there, they'll take off the toss.
In between.
Go make something happen. Design freedom within the structure of the play.
3rd and 6. Pickett to Warren. In space. Lunging to try to get the first down, and he does. Excellent effort against.
Pittsburgh driving on the Saints again.
Yes, Tuesday.
After a turnover.
What you're walking into. Are you sure you're...
And my game's still showing commercials.
Dip underneath the tackle of the Debo and just keep his feet away from the sideline right here. Just keep driving, diving. Warren getting that first down. Pickett decided.
That's 1st and goal. Pickett motions out. Najee Harris. Nothing there.
Nothing there on that one. All right, let's go.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, 30-17. There is Miami punter Thomas Morstead, who has not punted yet today.
That is a crisp white uniform.
He may not need a shower.
Take a shower pill, Greg. That's what the shower pill is for.
This is Jeff Wilson, and Wilson zigging and zagging.
All right, so I need Wilson.
And very close to a first down at the 31-yard line.
You think about the last 3 drives
Wilson
for
needs
Miami.
12 yards.
All of those touchdowns, 53
12
yards,
and he gets
70
a
yards,
bonus for hitting 100
yards. The offense, they did their part at least a little bit by that last, Nick Chubb getting that last touchdown, put you within
3rd down and
points,
1, 3rd and 1.
At some point, you've got to be able to make a play on defense, and they just whether it's a penalty to bail out the Dolphins or just not being able to make a play, the defense has not been able to get off the field.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Look at the throw. Tua
sideline.
Complete on the sideline. He's got Waddle. First down.
Waddle. And that's another Miami first down.
Another combination of perfect timing and perfect ball location. What a release to beat Emerson to the outside. And then if you can break, look at Tua's eyes. If you can break and then not have to slow up, the ball just lands perfectly in your hands. I mean, you just can't cover it. But that was one off of the line with a beautiful release by Jalen Waddle.
Whoa, bad snap.
Tua grabs it and covers.
Grabs it. Tua goes down. That was an awful snap. Snapped it over his head.
There aren't many things that have happened that you might label a mistake by the Dolphins today.
A little bit of a high snap, but Tua was able to get that and just get it on the ground. It's
Pittsburgh just
the Dolphins really haven't made many mistakes in this game. They really haven't. And it's, it's tough to be on the 2-game stretch, at least on offense, that they've been on. As good as they played, it's hard to expect it to be every week to be able to do it, but they've been able now to put three gems in a row together on offense.
2nd and 16.
Second is incomplete.
Arch, for Mike McDaniel, the head coach, and Frank Smith, the offensive coordinator, has to be some source of satisfaction that you can get the things done that the Dolphins have done today without huge contributions from Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Well, look, it's the trick to being a good offense is to be able to adapt and to be able to win any type of game. So we know that if you let Hill and Waddle
Fields rush
get
for a
off,
67-yard. I haven't seen the highlight
The
yet.
question is, when you need to run the game, which they will as they try to make the playoff, can you run the football? Do you have a 4-minute offense?
3rd and
can you
16.
close out a game?
Handoff.
They're showing that today.
Here's Jeff Wilson, and Wilson tripped up.
Wilson tripped up. How many did he get?
To the 15-yard line. Denzel Ward did the tripping up.
4th down coming up. They'll probably kick a field goal.
And on 4th down,
8.
the field goal unit will come out.
Oh, it's going to be 1 yard short.
Jalen Waddle doing some of the dirty work right there, trying to block for the ball carrier.
So
1
this
yard
will be
short.
from 33 yards out for Jason Sanders.
Miami kicks the field goal and they bury it. It's going to make it 33-17.
And that's good. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to play. In the 4th quarter, 33-17 Fins.
The newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Wow.
Buying Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you
119 yards on the ground, 319 the last 2 weeks. And I know I said best rushing quarterback in the NFL. I mean, right now, all due respect, Lamar Jackson, of course. The last 2 games, it has been Justin Fields. Stephon Diggs, 10 catches, $114. He has the Bills in the red zone. That is live. That is Isaiah McKenzie, and he gets tripped up inside the 10.
We're watching the red zone here.
Let's bring in Tennessee. It's a 4th and 1 for Russell Wilson as Davis Mills is intercepted.
Wilson trying to do it again, gets some push.
Russell Wilson
got
will push forward with help from a few of his friends and get a first down.
We are at a timeout in our game right now. Timeout in our game, listening into the red zone. I'm watching the red zone while we do it.
Being able to convert.
Yeah, I pick Houston. It's unbelievable.
Duke Johnson comes in. Allen off play action, throws it into the dirt. There's a screen for Knox. It was taken away. It's 3rd down again. And another chance for this Vikings defense.
Man, I need 1 yard for the kid in Wilson. I need 14 yards for the kid in Houston.
To see if we get 14
get a
versus
bonus.
23
Can't get it over.
again in this situation.
Can't get it going.
And if so, you know, you got to get a little bit. Donatell's got to get a little bit over there. He's walking that way.
On the other side of the field, you got Patrick Peterson.
Let's see if we're coming back into our game yet. Buffalo's trying to get in the end zone in theirs.
Presented by WhatsApp and Tua. Throwing 3 touchdown passes today. That one to Tyreek Hill. As this Miami offense has been clicking pretty much on all cylinders. And the Dolphins firmly in charge in this game. 8:15 to play in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins have scored on 6
all right, here we go, kicking it off.
Drives today. Jerome Ford will not be able to run this one back. They'll start at the 25, and we'll tell you about next Sunday, an NFL on CBS doubleheader with the early matchups featuring the Eagles on the road at Indy and AFC East battle between the Jets and the Patriots. Later, over to the NFC, where Dak and the Cowboys clash with the Minnesota Vikings. We'll get you set for all of the action with the NFL today at noon Eastern time. That's next Sunday. The NFL is on CBS.
Oh, that'll be a fun game. Dallas and Minnesota.
Yeah. I don't think you can sleep on those Vikings.
All right, here we go.
No, but, you know, they have their hands full today against Buffalo, but there's no doubt.
Who doesn't?
They have played well this
Shotgun.
season.
Brissett. Escaping the pressure and throw.
Oh!
Incomplete.
I don't know if Allen was injured or if he was just mad about the interception.
People had a shot at it.
I was trying to figure that out.
I'm surprised that Xavier Howard. I'm surprised that he wasn't able to come down with that one. I just thought the Browns really started out this game aggressive, and Brissett was off to a hot start. The fact that they hadn't been able to get their run game going until that long run by Chubb in their last drive. Really, it's been a one-dimensional offense.
Looking down the sideline, got a man.
Brissett down the sideline. Incomplete, intended for Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Nope, not there.
And Justin Bethel.
Well, that's a couple times in this game that they've tried to target Peoples-Jones down the field with Bethel as the primary target. And both times, you know, he's been able to win that battle. They've really had a hard time with injuries this year in their secondary, and that's been, you know, one of the issues for them as far as not living up to where they were last season. But a really nice game today by Bethel. Really, the entire secondary has played well.
3rd and 10.
Brissett. Short pass.
That's complete. And Anthony Schwartz
holds him short.
Is brought down well short of first down yardage. And that is Justin Bethel.
No, that is another great play, because Anthony Schwartz, you know, one thing that he does have is speed, and he's got long speed. And when you're running a crossing route away from a defender,
no updates on him yet.
No. To close that distance and get him down and force the Browns to drive for it here on a longer 4th down.
Each team 1 for 2 on 4th down tries. They need the 35-yard line for a first down.
Here they come. Send it, everybody. He's sacked.
Can't get away.
Wow.
Jalen Phillips, Mel Ingram.
Well, that's what you want, your pass rush, to be able to close out a football game. Ingram and Phillips on this side, and then Chubb, he's also going to make his presence felt on the other side. Brissett's trying to make it downfield, but you get that early penetration by Ingram and Phillips. That's what the Dolphins need on defense. And that's how you close out a game in the 4th quarter. Obvious passing situation, and those guys up front have to be able to come to life. They did that.
You know, Bradley Chubb is part of the team when he's got the dance down already.
Yeah.
He's only been here a week and a half.
Yeah, and what he does is he gives offenses one more guy to deal with. So that should open things up for everybody else on that defensive line. It could be a huge, huge addition to this team.
Wilson gonna get the 1 yard plus some. He might get to the house for a touchdown. He does. Miami, touchdown. Wow.
I believe it's Sherfield who really is the guy that got the key block. And what I've seen, this offense has done such a good job by their receivers. You're going to see Sherfield coming to your screen on the right side as this play goes on. But the receivers and the offensive linemen have done such a good job blocking downfield the holes. How many times have we even seen these Miami running backs get touched in the hole today? Not very often.
The extra point attempt is
no good.
They miss another one.
Their kicker stinks, but they're doing good with everything else.
Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins have 5 touchdowns scored today by 5 different players.
It's their 3rd game in a row throwing for over 300 yards. They've now ran the ball for 178 yards. And they have 39 points, over 30 points for their 3rd game in a row.
Yeah, Miami's had a good offensive
day. An answer for this offense. And today, again, I've said it over and over again, it's not just about Tyreek Hill. The story isn't about Hill. Tua has continued his excellent streak that he's on right now. You've had some, key plays by both Hill and Waddle, but this game really isn't about them. It's about the rest of the football team, the running game, the running backs, the offensive line, guys like Sherfield making a huge contribution. That's what this game is about for the Dolphins.
And Arch, I think you got to give Coach Mike McDaniel a world of credit for the injection of spirit and fight and enthusiasm that he has injected into this Miami team.
Well, Tua doesn't call him Mystic Mike for nothing, right? I mean, what did he say? I freaking love that
touchdown.
Guy. Right?
Well, you know what else he did?
Too.
He also said he calls him dude.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville, looks like.
Bart Starr calling Vince Lombardi dude.
The
answer is no.
Yeah, Wilson got the bonus.
Take my word for it. The answer is no.
I would love him too if I
not
was
doing a
Tua,
4 o'clock game. No,
something.
I have a Disney interview at 6.
It's really impressive.
Brissett over the middle, and that's complete. Let's go down to AJ.
Well, Greg and Arch, as you mentioned, Tua calling McDaniel dude. He said he feels bad even calling him Mike at times because he has so much respect for McDaniel and what he's been able to do coming into Miami and just changing the entire culture of this team. And Tua just said he's a real guy. He's very authentic. The guys in the locker room really respect him. He's always been consistent.
Yeah, I mean, Miami's just pinned their ears back and just coming after him now. I don't blame
every member of this team, guys.
Yeah, he has, AJ. Thank you. And as we've said early and often today, Tua's a different guy this year.
Oh, there's no doubt. And it's been a great transformation. It's really fun to see, and it's fun to watch. And, that's what coaching is all about, is getting the most out of your players and getting them to play at that high of a level.
Brissett down the near side.
Incomplete.
Is incomplete. Intended for Donovan Peoples-Jones and defended by number 20, Justin Bethel.
They keep going at Peoples-Jones. Xavier Howard he's shadowing Amari Cooper, but still, I think when you have a guy like Cooper, you've got to target him. Don't you think? I mean, he's a premier receiver here in the NFL, and I know that Peoples-Jones probably on paper has the better matchup, but if you're going to be a throw-first offense in this game, I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen Amari Cooper.
What's up, Space Mountain Dave? Welcome in, buddy.
Part of this game plan today.
Yeah, he has just 2 catches for 20 yards. Brissett on 4th down.
Brissett's going to run it.
And sliding
big first down
across the 40. They'll mark him down at about the 42-yard line. Now, not to belabor the point, but let's just go back to the Deshaun Watson
Check out our
situation
good friend
one more
Space
time. Because I
Mountain
want to
Dave.
ask you, do you think he'll be affected by the amount of time that he has not been on the football field?
Well, it's impossible to know for sure, but I think you do have to remember that he hasn't played in almost 2 full seasons.
Right.
And so, he did play in a preseason game this year, but, he sat out an entire year last year. There's been a lot going on in his life. He's sitting out this year for 10, 11 games. And so I think it's ambitious to just think, hey, they're just going to slide in here, and now all of a sudden we're going to be the Miami Dolphins of the North, but there's no doubt that as far as a guy that has talent and who has played at a high level and that you've seen that can do it, there's no doubt. How long that takes, I think, is going to be, a question. And whether or not it's going to be too little, too late.
Peoples-Jones, short completion.
Someone who has insight as far as how much time it may potentially take is Amari Cooper, and he was telling us in our meetings earlier this week that it took some time, obviously, to get some chemistry with Jacoby Brissett, but Amari and Deshaun are actually neighbors in Cleveland, so they're talking, they're in communication. He believes that, their chemistry is going to be okay, and he took the majority of snaps with Deshaun in the offseason, so he's gauging that, there may not be as much of a leap, guys.
Thanks, AJ. Meanwhile, we have an injured player down on the field, and that's Justin.
That's what's taking things a little bit here.
And by the way, just for point of reference, back in the 2020 season, which is the last time Deshaun Watson played, he threw for 4,823 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions.
Yeah, last time I checked, he's a pretty good player. So, there's no doubt. I think it's, disappointing because, again, best case scenario, if you're the Browns, you're saying just, get us close, get us in contention. Hopefully, if he comes back, we can make a late run. But, they dropped a couple games early this year that you say, well, you don't think you should have lost those games, right? Some late game collapses.
Late game collapses.
And you would have loved
hit that
to build
subscribe
off of the
today
win
if you haven't
against
done so
Cincinnati
already.
weeks ago.
We will be
But,
live tonight
today,
for
they've gotten,
San Francisco and the Chargers.
They've gotten outplayed in almost every facet here.
Hit
by
us
the
up,
Dolphins.
hit us up.
This is first down for Brissett. And the pass to the near side. There is Amari Cooper with the catch and out of bounds. Well, if you're looking to make the playoffs and you're only got 3 wins to your name, doesn't happen very often.
No, it makes it more difficult. There's, look, the AFC, there's only, probably 5 teams that legitimately have a chance of getting into that wild card, but, losing a game today, that really makes it tough.
Brissett backing out of trouble and now on the move, and he's going to run with it. There's a penalty flag down.
Flag's down.
And Brissett inside the 15.
What's up, Private Horde? Welcome in.
The Browns, they have to go to Buffalo next week. That is not going to get any easier for them, especially it looks like.
Holding. Offense, number 75. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Yeah, they travel to Buffalo, and then they go home to play Tampa Bay.
And it appears as if, Josh Allen is healthy, and he's going to be available for that one, so it doesn't get any easier.
There's nothing really easy on a Sunday in the NFL, is there?
You know what? You are so inconsistent, Greg. You're all about strength of schedule and all that stuff, and now all of a sudden.
First and 20. Brissett
Nothing there. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for the rookie David Bell and broken up by Kader Kohou.
We really haven't said his name much today. Now, he gave up a long pass play in the first play of the game, but Kader Kohou has had a really nice season for an undrafted guy coming from a small school. He's been able to work his way into the starting lineup because of injuries, but
you got to take advantage of that.
He's really had a strong season and has made a lot of key plays for the Dolphins.
There's a 2nd and 20, and that is a low pass. Pharaoh Brown couldn't come up with it, defended well by Elijah Campbell. Kevin Stefanski will get back to the drawing board. These Cleveland Browns looking up at Baltimore and up at Cincinnati in the AFC North. 3rd and 20, and he's going to go deep down the middle.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Giving the ball back over.
Well, you got James.
Hope you guys are ready
Hudson,
tonight for
Jedrick
San
Wills
Francisco and the
left
Chargers.
tackle, and then
we're going to have a good time on that
Bradley
one.
Chubb, he just easily beats him to the outside. I mean, that wasn't even close. And Brissett takes a really tough shot right there. I keep saying it, but just I do think that, Chubb could be the one thing that this defense that kind of gets them over the hump. And so they don't have to rely on so much blitzing and take some of the pressure off their secondary.
What's up, quarterback?
Looks like he's starting to get real comfortable here in just his second game.
Brissett throwing, and that is incomplete.
Horrible.
David Bell, again the intended receiver, again covered by Kader Kohu.
How many times have we seen this secondary make plays on the football? It's almost every time Brissett throws a pass, it's a Miami defensive back breaking it up. They have
Vikings missed the extra point.
Lockdown secondary here in the second half.
Yeah, the passes have been pretty accurate. Just been broken up. Or you flagged down.
Or you get there early and cheat a little bit.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs. It's first down, Miami.
Right in the middle of the screen, Kohu, and he gets there a tad bit. If you slow it down, but it's been impressive. Again, they've been wounded. Brandon Jones, he goes to IR with the knee, the safety. Trill Williams is out. Nick Needham is out. Byron Jones still out. So they've had to rotate a lot of different corners in their secondary this year. They've had to use different safeties. And there's no doubt that they're not the secondary that they were last year, but in this game at least, they did a really nice job, and the Browns they can't get open against man coverage.
Meanwhile, Skylar Thompson is in at quarterback now for the Miami Dolphins. The rookie out of Kansas State. And this is Savon Ahmed. Tua had it going.
What a good day for them.
Timing savant is what Mike McDaniel says, and his trademark is quick decisions. Being able to read a defense, get the ball out. He's made a lot of great plays and beautiful throws, but that's kind of been his trademark this year. To just throw the ball with timing, and very rarely do his receivers have to make an adjustment when they're running across or down the field. He's played at a super high level.
25 of 32 throwing the football today. Clock continues to move as we come up on 3 minutes to play. Here in the fourth quarter, it'll be 3rd and 1.
Coming up on 3 minutes.
And just as much as Tua's choice of receivers at the right time is impressive, so is his accuracy. Ahmed looking for a first down and appears to have one. Yep, that'll move the chains and keep the clock going as we come up on 2.5 to play. Thomas Morstead, he could have come out in a suit and tie.
Maybe he should have.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be different, wouldn't it? I thought on paper.
Coming up on
Browns
2 minutes.
Defense they haven't been great this year. It did look like they were turning the corner, but I did think they had some pieces up front and in their secondary to make it interesting.
Thompson throws and complete, and inside the 40 to the 36-yard line is Alec Ingold, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning at 1:56 on the clock. Miami very much in charge of this one.
Did you know Google makes a phone? Sure, it's beautiful, but it does things other phones can't do, which is how it takes stunning photos in the dark and helps take annoying items out of pictures or unblurs faces. Introducing our newest Google Pixel phones.
All right, let me check out the red zone while we're waiting. I think they're looking at the Kansas City game or something. I don't know.
The matchup
they're looking at. They're looking at the Detroit game.
Hold right here.
I guess there's a little bit of time in that. Chicago's trying to come back. Minute 45. Fields drives him down and wins the game. That'll be something for them.
Fields. He wanted Kmet, who's holding his right leg. He's down at the 45-yard line, writhing in pain, holding his right leg. He's had a huge day.
Kmet is hurt for Chicago.
2 touchdowns.
Oh, he bumped knees with Okudah. Watch when you see this. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. Far right of your screen. Check this out on a collision course. Right here, and Okudah's run right past him. Watch this. Right. Wham.
Oh, right in the calf.
Collision there. Took down Cole Kmet,
That'll
holding
hurt.
his right leg. Big third down. Let's add it to the screen. 3rd and 15. Bottom of the screen here for Josh Allen and the Bills. And it's another big third down as well in Nashville for Malik Willis.
A lot of close games going on all over the place.
On a 3rd and 2.
I know. It's right, Stephanie. What's up? How you doing?
The ball is out.
Denver got the ball back.
Down 4. Now Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs can't hang on. Harrison Smith over there. And it's going to be 4th down. Fields goes down. It'll be 3rd and 15. Aiden Hutchinson comes through.
Man, you got all kind of stuff going on all around the league right now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Waiting for us to come back to our game.
Lions by 1 here. A missed extra point by Chicago is the difference.
They overturned the turnover in New York. So this is live on 3rd and 10. Pierce with the screen and a 1st down. So the Texans stay alive here. Still a 2-score game, however. Buffalo just punted it away, not pictured.
Buffalo giving it back to Minnesota. That's crazy.
And they're going to kill a little clock here. We were talking about the upcoming games for the Browns.
Looks like Miami's just taking a knees.
Will welcome the Houston Texans here before traveling to San Francisco and then to LA to play the Chargers. Miami will improve to 7-3 with this win. Their best start through 10 games since the 2001 season.
7-3 Miami. You know they're pulling from Minnesota.
We've talked a lot about the offense, but certainly tip your hat to the Dolphins defense. This was a complete football game today. The Browns come in here 164 yards a game. That's 3rd in the NFL. And outside of that 33-yard run by Chubb.
All right, they are taking these to end the game. That'll do it for us tonight on this game. Come back tonight, Kansas City and the Chargers. Congratulations, Dolphins, 39-17 victors. We will see you guys on our next broadcast. We really appreciate you. Thank you, members, moderators, everybody that was here today. We're gratefully appreciate you. We'll see you soon.